Well, no. Oh, hi, everybody. Sorry I'm running late. Oh, the light's not on. That's why it looks a little dark, but that's okay. Hi, Tom. Hi, Johnny. I'm Mr. Green Thumb. Now I gotta go back because I'm running late. Oh, wrenches. Do people get wrenches? Okay. Oh, hey, tried wife. I'm glad to see you tonight. And everybody's in here tonight. It's been a fun week. Oh, no, I can hear that now.
I'll turn it down.
Okay. So, yeah, it's been a great week for a lot of people. And I gotta wait till my echo stops because it's a little weird. Thank you for turning the light on.
All right.
Okay. All right. So we got lots of stories to tell. And because things happened here and then other events happened. And so, yeah, we'll start off with the Danger Cat night. Because that was pretty fun. I wasn't going to go because of work and timing and everything. And then I go, hi, Ben. Hi, Alberta Girl 67. And yeah, so I was able to get a ride. Thank you. And it was a good show. And Chris went on the Friday night because, well, that's when he could go. Oh, I'm glad I did too. It was a lot of fun. And yeah, and then he surprised me by showing up to the second show because it was an opportunity because, I guess time short and he was, wanted to see him since he was in the falls already and I was in the falls. Hey, Becky. So yeah, it was a great night. Oh yeah. So just the ride was fun, and there was well, that's why the title comes in. Finding your friends is fun because show up in the show, and there's dags and hugs, and then there was going to the party after, and then more dags, and it was just a good night and lots of laughs, and so it was nice to see Johnny there too. That was a good surprise. I'm glad he made it down, and Terry was there too, and one guy with a mask. So of course people, kind of had to notice that. And later in the night, the mask was gone and he was laughing and smiling. Oh, hi, Andy. Yeah, so if you see my name come up in the chat, that's Chris talking on my laptop. I'm taking over for our ladies' night. So then, so there was lots of noticing going on. The comedians and everything was fun. And then I was noticing lots of good things because it's fun to notice good things just as well because we all need it. So kudos to Edgy for being such a nice guy when he was asked to get a plate and didn't he bring plates for everybody and help serve the cheesy bread too. So kudos to just being a nice guy thing because nice guys there actually don't finish last. They just say that so you won't be a nice guy, but yeah, nice things too. And that goes because it's just an automatic thing. And I have to Trad Life's little boy who was very excited to, oh, okay, that's already it, to have the food and said, we can help other families. So lots of good little honest reactions. Even I had them sometimes because years ago, I was at a bank when I used to stand in line at the line, and then all of a sudden the machine was beeping. So someone forgot their card. So automatic reaction, take it out, give it to the teller. Boom, someone left their card. Instead of some people, you could put the card maybe back in, take money out. So, but it didn't do the evil thing. It was just, automatic. So nice things are good. Oh, hey, hugs, everybody. Oh, I'm sorry, I wasn't been paying into the chat. Oh, well, maybe I'll let that chat go. So, yeah, that was all fun. So, now, when people ask me at the grocery store, oh, would you like to donate to my charity, the store's charity? $2. So you think, $2 is $2. But they get that tax credit and not you. So now when I'm in line, I loudly say, hey, no, I like my own tax credit. And then I said, well, you know what we did? And I said, we raised a bunch of food and money and, and we gave it to the person right then and there. So there's no middleman. There's no one sneaking the funds. Things were tracked very well. So, and then the person who you wanted to receive the goods gets the goods, not lost in middleman management land. And there is lots of ways I wrote numbers down so I could follow my notes. But lots of ways you can help people locally too. Um, you can bring a neighbor casserole. Help them give a drive somewhere. Yeah, yes, Lee has a good point too. I find it funny that stores ask you to donate to food banks. Well, literally, you're a grocery store, so why can't they take their stuff? Why do we? And they get the store credit with their food. But yeah, it's a funny thing. So yeah, maybe even just when a neighbor has to run an errand, you go over and take care of the kids for a few minutes. It's a lot of little ways that I think we're doing that. Oh, you know why they don't? Donnie makes a point. Remember when they could donate? It's because of insurance and liability that the stores can't just go take all this leftover food and give it to a homeless shelter. Insurance gets in the way of a lot of good things, like a good time, for one. Oh, so now I'll go back. I'll go to food. And I was watching one of these shows that say carnival food fairs and everything. One had an interesting one with it was kind of sounds strange, but cheddar cheese ice cream, and they served it on an apple crisp. So I wouldn't want a store bought one, but if we made our own cheddar cheese ice cream because they're both milk and put it over a hot apple crisp, curious to see if it would work. So I'm gonna try that one. Well, I gotta buy an ice cream maker first. So if anyone has an ice cream maker and thinks this will be, I'm just gonna look it up too. But yeah, that's something interesting. And remind one of the things I saw on the internet this weekend was one guy said, "Stop thinking about a treat as a sweet. A sweet does not have to be a reward or a treat every time. I know food is comfort food and things, but he said like eat an egg. I'm like, well, okay. Then he said eat a steak. I'm like, okay, better. I could do that. But maybe a treat doesn't have to be food at all. Maybe it could be some flowers. Okay, or even bacon. Okay, bacon's a treat. I have to go back to that. Or strawberries. But he made something that our body is already used to with the food. That's how you're treating your body to give it a bunch of crap. Oils and sugars, not good. But maybe we could buy ourselves some flowers, a new shirt, a candle. Okay, or some nice nuts or something local. Go out to your lunch. Or a tool, a nice cigar. That could be a treat instead of something sweet. And just maybe have some me time. That could be a treat all on its own. So treat does not have to be sweet. Uh-oh. I'm going down my I wonder if someone's going to be in soon. And I like to hear so yeah, I'm sure there'll be stories of different things, how they went at the Danger Cats and the Tamara Lynch Gala. I wasn't able to go to that one. But if someone's around and would like to tell us stories how it went, I think it probably was a good event. I don't see why it wouldn't. Okay. God, I gotta write more. Oh, okay. So these are things I scribble down around my list. Okay, so we're watching a show after work and talking about how tariffs make things cost more and then it stops us from getting products into our country. So his example was there was a time in the 60s, I believe, where the US could really, really raise chickens. So Europe got mad, and then they said, well, you can't have this certain Toyota truck. I forget. It was so therefore, our government playing political games will stop us from getting better products and make our food more money. Stupid political crap. Clean the books. It's like shake the Etch-a-Sketch. Let's start the trade system over again because they're just playing it for their own game. It's nothing.
That's Bad Electrician Channel you're copying out there.
Okay, I just took the point. Okay, so I just used his as an example.
Sam,
Tariffs suck.
Tell him where you got it from.
Yeah,
Bad Electrician.
Who is it?
The Fat Electrician.
The Fat Electrician has provided me that nugget of knowledge that I can share to you today. Because it is. Yeah, he goes, I just wanted to look up something and not go down a rabbit hole. So what this guy did is he went, like, can I buy this new cargo truck coming out? And it was specifically a cargo truck because I remember it only had 2 seats. That was stopping it from getting imported into the U.S. because they
It's only
didn't.
11 grand, brand new.
Yeah. Oh, and yeah, this is why they don't want it because it's 11 grand brand new, and these things are little beasts. They showed a video of it, and they were throwing it in the water. They set it on fire. They put it up in the building. They blew up the building, and the thing after half an hour started again. I think there was a war one with those little Toyotas too. I think Count Dankula had a story about that, those Toyotas. So yeah, tariffs, just more things the government does to make our life sucky. And keep us down. And, I thought it helped more. Yeah, got that note. Yeah, then I peek over into the chat and we're talking about titties already. So, what's been going on with everybody here? I should have had more stuff ready. But it's been a busy week. It's unfortunately my tax time. So starting up with T4s and getting corporates ready to get the T4s ready because you don't want to pay the government more money than you have to in interest and penalties. Because now they have the thing if so if your company owes 10,000 or more, has to make a payment online. Everything is going online. Also, Mr. Reamsum says it's going like the way she goes. We take our good lumps and our bad lumps. Oh, good. Leaf Nurse will be on soon. Good chance to chat because I haven't seen you in a little while. All these students is taken. Yeah, I guess a lot of us dyke girls are. Some aren't though. So spring's in the air. Maybe some spring fun. You never know. We need to get new little daglet babies coming around and make sure we keep going. That's out of my possibility now. But yeah, we had a little bit of snow here and that's gone. So that's kind of nice because I think there's shovels in the backyard. Couldn't find it the other day, but it melted before I needed it. So that's good. Oh, and I saw pictures of Marcella's kittens again. They are so cute. But you can tell they're growing already. It doesn't take long for kittens to grow. They're pretty fun. Oh, see, revolution babies. Oh, yes. So cousin Amy's daughter, she was at an anti-mask rally and got pregnant, but didn't catch COVID. So yeah, babies are coming, and yes, it just takes that one time. Yeah, I guess it's our duty, I suppose, as Tom puts it. Get banging, Dags. We need them. We got to keep this good race going and all this positive, nice people that we have. Because we just do nice things automatically. And you can tell because, your pets. And, I've had another cat come to me go, hey, let me pet them. My girlfriend's cat. Doesn't go to anybody, was pretty timid around me, but then eventually came there. And I was able to help a friend out with the tax question because a lot of things the stupid government sends out is this time of year is what they call peer reviews for when you have an employee and you got to submit your T4s and say if your CPP or EI is a balance or is off or anything. So she was short like a little bit, like just over $100. Paid the money, but would have been done. No, they got to send her a letter or stress her out saying, well, why were you short? Like, really? It's $100 or more, and you're gonna she gave you the money. Now you're gonna waste time sending me the letter, go in the reply, tick in the box. So basically, we just said so. Pulled the wrong port for the wrong month, paid the wrong amount. Oops. You got your money. Be happy. So yeah, but they make it sound you have to have this returned back to you by this date, and you got to fill out this graph thing. And I'm like, nope. See here where it says give a reason. Just give a reason. And then they go away. So, but yeah, honest mistakes happen. And it's human. So, yeah. You're still talking about boobies. Oh, I'm not. I can't put up Johnny's thing there. This is ladies' night. Oh, Leaf Nurse will put you in check. But yeah, the cat's pouting here at the door, waiting to go out. No one's paying attention to him. Oh, hey, Sea Wilds. I don't know if I met you. And Nick's in the house. And there's a lot of things I think I'm going to start learning about preserving more too. Oh, you're trying to help me, Johnny. Oh, yeah, you're going to get me in trouble. Well, no, we do that well on our own around here. But it's nice to have the House of Bad Influence back up again. I guess they stopped their pouting. But, it's only a matter of time before we say or do something again. So, and the fun thing is, you just don't know how many of the things that we said pissed them off. Because it's too easy to piss them off. But that's kind of fun, too. Doesn't take much. And and then I got on the bus. I got to think of some. Okay, here's a challenge. Johnny, I got a beginning of a joke. Because I was getting on the bus the other day. Looked to my left. There's a mask, a rainbow, and a normie. And I don't know how to finish the rest. That could be a joke. Because it was just funny to walk on the bus and go, you guys, you're funny. And I just sit back in confidence and just laugh. It's just funny. I'm not a joke writer, though. Not definitely a joke teller, as you can tell. Just not. No, but my aunt, she could do the accents, rip off a joke anytime. I love you too, Johnny. But, you could probably even put it in the chat BTT. I like that for jokes and things. Don't know what they're using it for us on. What are you watching with all the signs?
Cop chases.
Oh, cop chases. Oh, yeah, I can just look out my window for that sometimes. No, we don't get chases around here. What we get is traffic being diverted because of car accidents at the top of the street because people drive stupid. They're really good at that. So, yeah, that's when you got to bring the cat in and you don't want, because, shitty kitty. He'll just, run out and play chicken with a car. So that makes me think, I should probably let him out. I gave him turkey and cheese. So, yeah, I'll probably be getting sleepy early. Took I made a grilled cheese with slit that oven roasted turkey breast and dipped it in hot turkey soup. So yeah, it's been a busy weekend too. Nice to see all the dags, new ones. Got to meet new people. So yes, finding friends is fun. And they just poof, there, boom, new friends, just like that. When you're older, it's supposed to be harder to make friends, but not now. Because people showing their colors a little more now. It's a little more easier to spot people, especially when they're wearing masks. Come on, how more obvious can you be? Oh, and colored hair. Me, you can't tell left, right. Well, you can tell I'm not left, but walking down the street. Although walking down the street with no mask and people cross the street so they wouldn't walk near me, fun. It was so much fun walking around without a mask. Men would get it all worked up, and then the wife would go, come on, dear, that's not good for you. But it is good. Yeah, I don't miss doing that, though. I'm glad we don't have to do that anymore. And it was fun putting my hair back like this on, senior hour. Oh, I can't do that backwards. And getting in for... Oh, I made it even worse. Shit. There we go. Anyway. Yeah, so I could go with the gray and then put it back and then look like I'm 60 real quick. So that was kind of fun to cheat them. But then I got closer, they realized, so once or twice I got away with it. Oh yeah, you got more gray now anyway, so I probably do better. Yes, I wonder, what else did I learn on today? Oh, I learned how to process tea. Work stuff. But nothing that would affect anybody. I'll learn more on Thursday about tax stuff too. There's just so much crap they're putting out. Unbelievable. But yeah, so it's gonna suck. Oh yay, hey. Hi.
Hello.
How you doing?
Oh, I'm all right. I'm tired.
Yeah. A lot of people are. Did you have to work family day?
Pardon?
Did you have to work family day?
Yeah, today's my only day off in 18.
In 18?
Yeah,
How do you do it?
I just do.
Well, I guess you have no choice.
Hey, Becky.
Oh, hey, Becky.
Yeah, I just do. I mean, part of it's my own fault because I picked up an extra weekend because
Yep.
money was tight.
Well, that happens.
But
Baby Sarah. Thanks for joining, everybody.
I have today off and then I work 3 and I have the weekend off.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's a lot of driving.
Yep, it is. I had 3 days last week that I was over 200 kilometers.
Shit.
Yeah, I'm not looking forward to April with the new carbon tax. I already spend over 300 a week on fuel.
Oh, that's just stupid. Oh, let's just make it go up April 1st, like April Fool's Day.
Right?
Well, things will change. People are noticing more. Actually, I see that word getting out too now. People are using the word noticing more.
Yeah.
Because how can you not?
Right?
I was at the dollar store today, and the guy at the cashier is telling the woman in front of me that, oh my God, it was so busy today. She's like, why? He's at Mother Allowance Day. Dollar store gets slammed.
Yeah.
And she goes, well, you know what? That's why I'm here. Because she got her mother's allowance.
Yeah.
But if we didn't have the cost of government, what they do to me, we give them $100 in taxes, they give us one back, and they act like they're doing us a favor. But if we didn't have the cost of everything because of them, we wouldn't need their freaking money.
Exactly.
More money at a discounted rate.
Yeah. Yeah, it's crazy. I used to be one of those moms at the dollar store on the 20th with my child tax. Yep.
It's nuts.
I would actually try and wait until like the 21st so I didn't have to deal with everybody, but it didn't always work that way.
No. No, there's more. Like last couple mornings, the little guy next door, he's like maybe 2.5. And he just does not want to go. Some mornings he's crying. I'm like, I'm just pissed. Right? Because why can't she stay home?
Right? I mean, I tried really hard when my kids were young to either work when they were sleeping or work only enough to keep the bills paid and food on the table and stuff. But even that was hard.
Yeah, but we get through it. We do it.
Yep.
But it's just.
Well, we don't have a choice, right? So.
No. But again, that's why we have each other. I find it really helps.
I wish I'd known Dags then.
Yeah, I know. Could you imagine if we know each other all our lives, how much
better it would have been?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And look what it took to get us here.
Yeah.
Like had families and things, but yeah, could you imagine? We'd have like nice, like we'd fix each other's homes, but we're getting here now.
Mm-hmm. I wouldn't have had to have strangers looking after my kids, that's for sure.
Huge difference, eh? Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's just what they want, right? Women who work second income tax, hands on the kids, but it's not work. Like maybe just because I'm in my own bubble that I don't talk to other people very much because I don't see people at work too often.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't hear all the normie stuff out there, out in the real world. So to me, I'm thinking, yay. And other dags are more rural that don't have dags around them Oh shit! I need a link again. Sorry, Dreadwife.
Go back to the beginning like we had to.
Right?
No,
I just scroll
that's
all the way up.
there we go.
I went on. I was on Island Jason's stream today, so that was fun.
Yeah, isn't it great? Everyone doing this and supporting each other.
Yeah.
It's
I mean, I could have cleaned my house and stuff, but I was like, it's my one day off. I'm gonna just do me.
yes, yeah, that's important. She said she can't see it there.
Oh,
Is it
she might
there?
have been
It's there now.
meant my sarcastic comment. Back.
Oh, okay.
So I
I'm just
found.
Vassal Treadlight.
So I think I found a solution to my melting.
Oh, what's that? That's a good thing for people to know.
I found a recipe for a tea that uses, I'm probably going to forget something, but it uses lemon balm, raspberry leaves, ashwagandha powder, stinging nettle, and burdock root. And you mix them all.
Why all that stuff?
I order it. Some of the herbalists that I follow, I just order it from the same sites they do.
Okay.
And so I just order it and you mix them all together and make a tea. And it seems to be helping. So
Now I heard. Well, I used to take Canadian ginseng a while back because that had a cooling effect, whereas
Yeah.
the Siberian had a more heating. So I don't know.
So-
But I've never used.
well, I started taking a supplement, but I'm not going to be able to. That's not going to be economical. Like it's like $45 for a month. So yeah, like I just spent 100 and something on a bunch of herbs, but I got like a pound of each, right? So now I've got way more.
Yep.
So for 2 months, it'll pay for itself in 2 months.
Oh, well, there you go.
Mm-hmm. And I can use them individually for other things too, right? Like if the chamomile is good for sleep and stuff. So
Yeah, sleep is nice.
When you get it.
Yeah.
yes. And
Well,
I don't even have to add honey to this tea. I don't know what makes it like sweet tasting, but I don't even have to add honey to it. So
Oh, that's even better.
yeah.
I found certain teas like that. Oh, my cat gave up trying to give out and just sat on my lap. Yeah, I've never I tried the hemp parts at one time, and I just find if I eat, I'll crave what I need. Like the
Mhm.
other day, garlic. I wanted garlic, but I think I'll probably be wanting shrimp. Or not shrimp. Oh, shrimp sounds good though too. Hey, now I want Now I want shrimp. Jesus. No, I was gonna say spinach, but shrimp sounds way more fun. What I really want for my subconscious.
Well, if it can get rid of the night sweats and stuff, I'll be happy because that's just ridiculous.
Yeah, I could imagine. You could be sleeping great, and all of a sudden,
You wake up melting and then you wake up frozen because you were melting and now you're cold. It's not fun.
oh, I don't know where I heard it, but someone said flip your pillow, so it's cooler, and that
Yeah. But I was still waking up like every 2 hours, either frozen or melting. Like there was no happy in medium.
God.
And I don't want to take hormones, so
No, because your body's supposed to be working through this on its own,
yeah.
right? It's supposed to anyway.
Well, it is. It's just
It's
I'm
just
not, I'm not liking it.
Heaven forbid we have a little uncomfort,
Yeah.
like they did that for when mothers. Oh, don't have your morning sickness. Take this pill. Yeah, that didn't work out well.
No, thalidomide was horrible.
Yeah. So what? Oh no, I'm gonna be nauseous in the morning. Wham.
Mm-hmm.
Like when did we have to be so Princess and the Pea?
Yeah.
Suck it up, get a little dirty, and move on. Feel
Yeah.
a little nauseous.
Yeah. I can kind of understand where once you get to a certain point with throwing up, there's nothing else to come up and the heaving hurts.
Yeah. I was never that bad. I think it was my last one was the worst. And my second one, anything green made me nauseous. Anything green. It was terrible.
Really?
Yeah, and I worked in a bar on St. Patrick's Day, and everybody was ordering green beer, and I was just like,
Oh no.
I had to go to my boss and say, I can't serve green beer. I
No.
can't. And I hadn't told him that I was pregnant yet. So he was like, what are you talking about? So I had to tell him.
Yeah.
But I didn't want him to pull me off the floor, right? Because like working pregnant in a bar with a bunch of drunks, not necessarily the safest place to work, but
No.
I didn't want him to pull me off the floor. And I said, I just can't, it's just for tonight. Like, I just can't do green.
No.
And
Yeah.
his favorite color was green, which was really weird.
Oh no.
I was fine after he was born. It was just while I was pregnant.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah. Well, my oldest one had craved Caesar salads, and that was his favorite salad. It's like, you kids are weird.
My friend, her daughter liked asparagus right off the hop, of all things.
That's a good choice. That's a good thing to like.
Oh yeah, no, she's not complaining, but it's just weird.
Yeah.
And I guess it's not fun when you're changing a diaper though either.
No.
No.
Couldn't imagine. Or I don't.
I
yeah, 'cause they
craved
like-
my daughter beets, and I craved like just macaroni with canned tomatoes in it, and some salt. Like I craved it so bad I ate it for breakfast like almost every day.
Yeah, we do that. That's our if I'm not feeling well, food, macaroni and tomatoes.
Yeah.
Well, my last two, it was like popsicles and yogurt. That's literally what I lived on for the last 2.5 months. But they were born in August and September, so it might have
that
had
makes sense.
something to do with it.
Yeah.
Do you like dip the popsicle in the yogurt kind of thing, or
No.
just okay?
No, and fruit. And
Okay.
fruit. No, I didn't dip. No, I didn't. Well, it wasn't that weird. I just,
You never know.
Hey,
Well, I-
orange popsicle dipped in vanilla yogurt would be good.
it
See
would
that?
be, that'd be like a creamsicle.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I could see that.
With my son though, like for the first like 4 months I was pregnant with him, I would literally like eat dinner, and then literally right after I would throw it up, like my first plate,
Oh no.
and then I would go and get another plate because I'd always keep the second one down.
That's weird.
Yeah, it was weird.
How long does it
I
last?
felt wasteful, but like I couldn't stop it.
Like how many weeks is it in your pregnancy that you're nauseous, like puking like that?
It depends.
Different. Yeah.
It's different with every single one. And I know some women that puked from the day of conception until the child was born.
Oh, that's crappy.
Hmm.
I pictured it like a first 3 months thing.
Usually it's done by the second trimester. It's just because you're nauseous because your body's adjusting to the hormones and
Yeah.
everything else. And it's a huge whammy for you, right? So
Oh,
You make this hormone it's actually called relaxin when you're pregnant, and it like softens all your tissue, and it softens like your cartilage and stuff like that. And that is actually like part of the problem with the nausea, right? Is that you are just, and all the other hormones all at once, right? So,
well, and your
like-
blood vessels all dilate too, getting ready for the increased blood volume that the baby
Yeah.
creates, except that it's not there yet. So you have these really dilated vessels for blood volume that's not there yet, which can cause nausea too.
yeah.
Oh.
And doesn't help with low blood pressure either.
No, I passed out multiple times.
Yeah.
Everybody thought I was diabetic, and I'm like, no, I'm just pregnant.
Yeah. They even tested me for the gestational diabetes and
Mhm.
with my son, and I didn't have it. They're like, no. And I'm like, yeah, I just have like really low blood pressure already.
Yeah.
So yeah.
see, that's where I'm the opposite. I got high blood pressure, but nothing that's like it's like one pill a day.
Hmm.
It cost me like 30, not even $30 for 3 months. So it's worth
My
it.
mom's
Cinnamon
was
and
so
cayenne
low.
pepper are good for blood pressure, though.
Yes.
Yeah.
But you can't take the cayenne pepper if you're already taking blood pressure pills.
Yeah. Okay. But well, I add cinnamon to my stuff. But now I have a little bit of oatmeal, so I'll probably add it to that, and that always helps. But I haven't used cayenne pepper too much lately. Use a sriracha
I just go
sauce.
straight for the dried chilies.
Yeah.
Ooh. Oh, that's nice too.
Yeah.
Oh, and pickles are good too. Yeah, my girlfriend's daughter who liked the asparagus would just take a whole pickle. Just eat a pickle. Whole thing. Like 2 years old.
Yeah.
Yeah, kids pick up
That's
the weird
awesome.
My neighbor said that kids, as they grow, their taste buds change every 2 weeks. That's why it's like frustrating as hell to feed them.
Like Rogue's son, I think I told you guys he's autistic, and he has a very hard time with eating sometimes, like with textures. But raw fruits and vegetables, man, holy, he will eat that. We gave him a slice of watermelon, and we're just sitting there like with the kids and whatever, and we look over and he ate the whole green part and everything, and he always does. And then one time we had these huge zucchinis from the garden, like massive, man. They were like 2 of my arms put together and like the length of my arm, this one zucchini. And where his room is, it's kind of like next to the counter. And I usually don't have anything on there when he's here, but I have these zucchinis. I'm like, nothing bad's going to happen from a zucchini. He took it and he ate it raw. He was like eating it like a corn on the cob. He loves it. He like, and when I'm cutting up raw vegetables of any kind, he loves it so much. I'm like, yeah, go ahead. Eat like as much of that as you want. Right.
Yeah.
Lucky you.
Yeah, it's good. My kids aren't very picky. All 3 of them are like, well, other than Rogue's son, but like as far as fruits and vegetables go, they're pretty good. My son is like averted to avocados because he ate so many of them when he was little. He like refuses now.
Yeah.
Oh, we've all done
Even if
that.
Yeah. So.
I had a bad popcorn experience as a kid, so it took me years to do popcorn again.
Did you choke on it?
No, we were being babysat, and they used way too much grease and way too much butter. It didn't stay down.
Mm.
So from there on, it's movie popcorn. No. I haven't.
Gotta be the right balance.
Yeah. So homemade popcorn will be it for me. I guess the microwave popcorn is a lot easier.
But it's so gross. I can't even eat it now. It's so gross.
It's so bad for you. I always make mine on the stove.
Well, I got
Microwaves are so bad for you, in my opinion.
Oh, it's horrible.
Don't sue me, microwave companies, but like radiating your food.
It's gross. It's all chemicals and stuff. The butter's not even real, right? Like it's just
How could
it's
it
gross.
I haven't used one since my son was like 1 year old. 1 year old.
Oh, that's good. Yeah, I'll have to try it because it's pretty fun. But I was it was a big neighborhood yard sale. So I went to my neighbors and I felt like I had to buy one thing. So I'm looking at everything going, well, okay, that will be my one thing.
Yeah.
Like I wouldn't have gone to a store to go buy it and seek it out, but I'm having a hard time with even chips at the store. Like potato chips don't taste the same.
Because they got a lot. Watch the labels. They've got cricket powder in them.
Yeah.
So now I think I'm just gonna bake them in the oven, like just shave it like you do on a cheese grater, like a scallop.
There's
potato.
one brand of chips that like this one brand and this one kind, and they only sell it at Costco. It's Kettle brand, but they only sell it this one flavor there, and it's like Himalayan salt flavor. And it's just literally potatoes, oil, and Himalayan salt, and they do taste like real chips.
Oh, that would be good.
I'll be back.
Nice. And they're just a kettle chip. That's good. Yeah. See, I put my popcorn maker down, and that's where Rich is talking about the microwave or the popcorn maker. But yeah, I don't use the microwave. Actually, my microwave is more of a timer than it is a microwave.
Yeah, I'd like to get away from my microwave, but my boys are too dependent on it. And
yeah, kids are. Because my neighbor's daughter, she's younger than us, and she said, "Well, we didn't have a microwave growing. We didn't have just heat it up." And then she's like, "Well, I've never lived without one." And then she's like, "Oh crap, I'm that old that my kid has never had a time where she doesn't remember not having a microwave." But okay, I do use it, and it's really good for Rice Krispie squares.
For melting the marshmallows?
Oh yeah. Instead of using the double boiler like my mom used to
Yeah.
do, you put the butter around the thing, melt, then you might melt a quarter cup of butter, throw in the marshmallows, stir it, make sure they're all coated with the butter. In 2 minutes, boom, marshmallows.
Yeah. But again, that's the guys were talking about like conveniences that we could do without earlier today. And again, that's one of those things, right? Like it's convenient, but
Not the best for you.
yeah.
Yeah. So now I gotta make some. I like the stovetop oatmeal better anyway. Like yes, I have nuked oatmeal, but not like the little packet brand, like oatmeal in the bags. But still, you're nuking it. But it has a different flavor when you do it on the stove. I'm just gonna let the cat out for a second.
Yeah. So how have you been, Sarah?
I've been doing,
What?
just keeping busy.
Oh,
What you making now?
Okay, not funny.
Tom says he needs a new hat, so I'm trying to redo one that's not quite so flat topped.
Oh, okay.
Oh, and your cozies are awesome.
Excellent. I made more, so we're gonna have more for the next get together too.
Oh,
Nice.
wonderful. Yeah. Yeah, it's gonna be tough for me now with tax season.
They're small, so it only takes like an hour to whip one up.
Oh, is that all? Wow, that's no time at all.
Yeah. Well, they're only
Oh,
3
like a-
inches tall, right?
Well, you could probably do them in your sleep now, right?
You probably dream of them in your sleep. You probably like in your sleep is like dag lines on everything. I see dag lines on everything though too. When I'm walking around, hey, that looks like
Oh, that's
neighbor's
good.
Jack Sprout. Looks like a dag flag. Something in the
I did have
background.
to take a break from the black and white.
Yeah, did break a what? Sorry.
I did have to take a break from the black and white for a bit, so I made a dishcloth and a towel that I need to try and figure out what to do with now.
Oh, perfect. Oh, I'm sure that you'll find a use for it soon. Doesn't they get dirty pretty
Somebody
quick
needs
sometimes. Oh yeah, those are great cloths. My neighbor, she used to sew a lot, and she went to we have a fabric district here on Ottawa Street, went to all the stores to find that one tea towel fabric that she liked the most. And she did find it.
Mhm.
But she never made me one though. I never got to find out what the fabric was. But you can have like some cheap tea towels that just like they're wet in one use.
Can you see the comments, Sarah?
Sarah, can you see
yeah.
the comment? Okay. Oh, I guess I
Did
should
you
put
see Rural Roots?
a dag beanie.
Yeah. Rural Roots, you have, I think I remember a picture of you having longer hair, so I have one with a hair hole if you want it.
Oh.
I think I've got a spare one.
Those
Yeah, I do.
those ponytails are perfect.
Yep.
Saying, oh, you know what? That might work for me.
Yep,
No.
the ponytail.
I can't wear ponytails because if I do a headband or restrict my head anyway, I get a headache.
Well, you could just pull your hair up, put it through the hole, and then not tie it back.
That's what I do with ball caps.
Yeah.
But I like a ball cap. I can't do a trucker hat. My head's too small. Oh yeah. Okay.
I had
She's
to go out
sold.
and
Yeah.
get
Okay. She's sold.
I had to go out and get a child size watch this weekend because my adult size watches were too big for my wrist.
Oh,
I have that same issue.
really? I can't wear watches either because they get a little rash. Necklaces, earrings. Funny, I can wear my wedding band and the ring, and I could wear another ring Chris bought me. But other than that, nothing else.
Mm. Rural Roots, I don't take money. I just take kind gestures and words.
And praise.
Or my other,
Praise.
or that.
And praise is actually
But
sometimes
if you
hard.
do want to send money to something, I always recommend the Coots Boys.
Yep. Oh, there's lots of people that could use help.
Hmm.
But yeah, I was even thinking maybe starting in my neighborhood, like you cook dinner for each other. Like one person does it one week and one person will do another. So at least once a week you're not cooking. That would be nice.
Yeah.
And then it's nice to just, sit at someone else's house and enjoy a meal.
Mm-hmm.
And someone else is cooking because you cook the same stuff pretty much.
Yeah.
To go to someone's house and go, oh, they made stuffed peppers. Well, this is how you do your because at home I don't make stuffed peppers. They're probably pretty easy to do, but
I remember one year we had instead of a cookie exchange, we did a meal exchange at the church with the ladies.
Oh, very nice.
There was like 6 of us, so we did like 6 meals or whatever, and that was awesome.
That's a really good idea.
Yeah.
Huh.
And not like complex meals either, and meals that could freeze easily because you're getting 6 different
Meals, so you can't eat them.
Yeah.
So what
So
were some of the meals that we wanted?
one was like a chicken penne, another one was a lasagna. A lot of them were pasta dishes. I did shepherd's pie.
Oh, nice.
There
Lucky.
was a lemon chicken something or other, which was all right, except that one of my sons has a citrus allergy, so he couldn't eat it. But yeah, anything that you can make like basically in a 9x13 pan and freeze is perfect for it, especially if you're feeding a family, right?
Yes. Oh, yeah, absolutely. That's how you help out. You do one nice gesture and the nice gesture, the ripple effect. The ripple effect is great because my parents used to tell me, don't cause waves, right? Because, I had trouble with an old employer and they're like, well, you need your job. I'm like, no, I'm not putting up with shit because Chris has told me I don't have to put up with shit. Except his. No, just kidding. No, I don't put up with that either. But no, my boss was just a jerk and no. So I didn't put up with the shit. And Dad was like, no, don't cause waves. Don't take him to the labor board. Yeah, well. So I said, okay, Dad, now they get worried that sometimes, don't, be careful. I'm like, Dad, I'm not causing waves. I'm just causing ripples.
Mm-hmm.
So that's okay. And then I'm like, well, I'll do a tsunami just because.
Oh, and that's how employers and everything get away with being crappy employers all the time because nobody wants to make waves. I mean, I don't recommend making waves.
Oh, but I was young.
Yeah.
Take advantage of the young, I think.
Yeah.
Because we don't know better.
Because I'm dealing with 2 lawsuits, right, for different employers. It's not easy because the one blackballed me for a long time, and then I worked for the other one and have a constant target on my back, but it's for the right reasons, and maybe somebody else won't have to deal with what I had to.
Yes. Yep. Well, you know what? We're pioneers in our own way right now.
Mm-hmm.
And I like the way that I think it was Berryman that said, they say, oh, well, Canada was, made on immigrants. He said, no, pioneers.
Yeah.
The difference. They built the land.
Yeah.
That's a pioneer. That's not an immigrant who comes in and says, give me a check.
Well, and the thing is, like,
That's true.
Immigrants go to a country that's already established. Canada wasn't established, right? Like the Europeans.
We also have to remember too that some of that was built on like slavery as well, right? Whether you were white or black or whatever, like a lot of it there was slaves here helping to build Canada and the U.S.
Yeah.
Yep.
And those people didn't have a choice to come, right? Like my family, like my dad's family is black, and like they came here like a couple hundred years ago, like, right? Like probably as slaves or something. But they came from like the deep south in the States.
Mm-hmm.
And then they came up to Canada at some point. I don't even know when, because the history is like not well documented. But yeah.
Oh, Canada was actually the nation that helped out the slaves. We had the Underground
Yeah,
Railroad.
that's probably why they ended up here, right? So
So that doesn't. Oh, good evening, Sharky. That's why that reparation does not fly in Canada. Sorry, Canada is.
And pointed out something really important to me too today about Ferryman is that like he himself said that he dated a girl who was a quarter black, which is like how much I am, right?
Mm-hmm.
And he said that you could not tell like that she was a quarter black or whatever, and like she wasn't like part of that culture. So like just because someone is like part this or part that, it doesn't mean that, you know, they're not a good person. And
Yeah.
you know, that's
Or
what it
they
comes
have
down
the
to at the end of the day.
Not
It's where your values lie, right?
Yeah.
it's your attitude, your personality.
Can I
and
trust you?
Yeah. And that's what one thing's, you know, with dags, you can trust them. Right? And they always got your back.
Oh yeah. Always.
Phenomenal.
Mhm.
And you can call up and say, hey, and they'll be like, okay, wait, I'll be right there. You know, and
Yeah.
just the effort they put in, that's what it is, the effort they put into life. Right? You have to do stuff to have it rewarding. You can't just sit there and play a game and then think, well, life is going to give you something. No, you got to go out and make it.
Yeah.
To people, they see that as work. I don't know why. Because people say,
Well, like it depends on how you look at work, right? Because like I think that what we're doing when we're meeting and we're talking in the chats on Telegram and when we're doing the live streams and stuff, that is a kind of work. It's just work that doesn't pay money. It pays in other ways, right? So if you look at work in the way like, yeah, all my work that I'm going to do in my life, I'm going to control it so that it's always for like a righteous reason or like some sort of good outcome, right? Like then that makes you look at it differently. But I know a lot of people think when they look at work, oh, it's going to be hard and I have a shitty attitude.
oh, Greg Wycliffe put it as, what are the fruits of what you are doing?
Mhm.
Yeah.
Right? If you're going to do something, make it worthwhile.
Yeah.
But we do need downtime, right? We can't just say we're super productive
Yeah.
all the time. But we do need downtime.
Yeah. And that looks different for everybody. Like my downtime is like basically spent with Rogue and we like are like researching history and stuff. And sometimes in the wintertime we watch a show. Like we'll watch one episode of like a series of a really good show. Like right now we just finished the last Kingdom Gambit for the fourth time now. I love that show so much. And then we're also watching The Sopranos, which I'm watching for the first time. And so like we'll do an episode of that a night. And I like watching some of those old shows because I was very young. Like when I was watching some of those, like 97, very young. It was sorry, I'm getting feedback of myself. It was like 97 or 98 when that came out, and I was like 4 years old, right? So me getting to watch that helps me to understand like a lot of the culture that I missed out on.
Because we grew up with it, right? Because some of the dags are older, right?
Yeah.
It just happens to be that way. So yeah, we know all these references. Like when you go the plane. Some people don't know what Fantasy Island was.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A-Team, or my cousin's wife didn't know who Vincent Price was. I'm like, what?
Rogue showed me Gilligan's Island. I was like, that's fucking cool. He's like, this was like the best show when I was a kid.
Yep. I love
It
Gilligan's
was the
Island.
comic one.
Yeah.
Oh, one of the guys in Chris's chat, Nick up there, he suggested like for a game show you could have like like Hollywood Squares.
Yeah.
That maybe you could have topics like history and things and all that.
Yeah.
Something different. That's what they could do for a fundraiser. Because actually, we
We
almost
should have a trivia night on here sometime.
yeah. Yeah, we could start playing some games.
Saturday.
Like card games. You didn't want a nap?
I can't help it. I can't. I'm tired.
Oh, yeah, turkey soup.
Yep.
So,
Oh yeah.
So turkey
I
soup
think with
with
the personalities, I
yes.
think with the personalities in Diagolon, we'd be a lot better set up for match game, like match game 69 back in the day.
That would
Yeah.
be hilarious.
That'd be fun.
Yeah.
Who knows? Oh,
We all know each other too, right? Like in a little way, and we'd probably all guess.
we probably know each other now better than some know their family too. And in some ways we don't.
Yeah.
Yeah.
In some ways we do. Like, but it's like sometimes if someone asks me, Sarah, what's your favorite? What's Sarah's favorite color? I'm like, I really don't know what your favorite color is.
Black and white.
Oh yeah, that would be everybody's. But yours could be
Is
orange.
it blue?
Mine's blue, but I don't know. See, but those are those little things that I don't know. We don't know about everybody.
Mine's hunter green and raspberry.
Ooh.
Don't want to give out too
I
much.
can't pick. I like all of them.
Yeah, all colors are good. Chris is like, don't give out info.
But I'm I'm drawn to
Yeah.
those colors, right? There's some
Yeah.
colors you're drawn to more than others.
Yeah. Oh, when we were getting our
Mm-hmm.
office decorated. Okay, so this was one of the bosses that took over that spent the money because we had a person come in to, show us some colors,
Be
and
right
do
back.
a personality test, and figure out what color would be best for what room and all that. Probably cost her a good coin to figure out. I can go, well, I think the bathroom should be blue, and I think this hall should be this color. Like Chris walks into a room and I see his painter pants, and I go, that one, that one, that one. I don't need someone to pay $1,000 to give me a psychological color chart on me, but yeah. Oh, and her thing was too. Oh, you should have white towels in your bathroom in the office because then people will see that they're clean every time. I'm like, who the hell wants white towels?
No.
I don't want white nothing. No white linens.
So it's
Thanks.
one of these design people that don't live in the real world.
Yeah, I don't want anything fucking white in my house except for me and my family.
My landlord painted every cupboard and doorway and everything white.
Oh,
I spend all my time wiping off freaking imprints and I don't even have little kids. Everything's white. All the trim, everything is white. I was like, why did you do that? That's gross.
We have this door in our office that is white, and it's like it was so dirty that I thought it was scratched and like fucked. But then Rogue cleaned it the other day, and we're like, holy shit, looks like a brand new door.
yeah. Oh, I heard stainless steel appliances are hard to keep clean.
Yeah.
They're a nuisance.
But I do like them though.
Yeah. Why do you like them?
Because like when it's clean, it's like when it is clean, it's like really clean. And I have like a stainless steel, like some stainless steel stuff in my kitchen. Like obviously my sink is stainless steel, but it's like an industrial sink. So it's got like the counter next to it that drains into the sink, and it's like all stainless steel. And then I have this like other stainless steel like rolling thing that's supposed to be like for like serving salads and stuff. And I put stuff on there, and I just like it. I like how it looks with the wood in the kitchen.
Yeah, no, that sounds really good. Well, that's what I want to do.
SOS pads.
Really? Like you said, stainless steel is a pain in the ass to get smudges off.
It is.
Oh, yeah.
I did work in a kitchen and bath store, and they were like, "Oh, here you can just buy this product to wipe it."
Yeah, more chemicals.
Yeah.
Thieves, I used thieves oil diluted in water and with a little bit of vinegar on everything. That's what I use to clean, and it makes everything super shiny. Like stainless steel, like you can use it on wood.
What was that again, please?
Thieves oil, or they also call it Versailles oil. It's like an essential oil,
Okay.
and it's got like cloves and cinnamon and I can't remember. There's like a few other ones, but it's very good smelling. And thieves oil, it actually like. It's weird how they say it. The droplets of oil or whatever, when they're in the air or vaporized, they digest like black mold spores, like they like overcome them and destroy them. Yeah, and the reason why it's called thieves oil and Versailles oil is because in Versailles, back when during the plague, when they had that big battle there, the French and the English, when they were looting the bodies, they used that oil to keep the plague off of them.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
Oh, thieves. At first I thought you said thieves.
No.
It was something
Thieves oil.
Thieves. Okay.
I
So
have to go
thieves,
get it now because I want to tell you what else is in it.
so thieves oil and vinegar, is that it? I'm writing it down so I don't have to ask you again.
She's gone.
No, I'll ask her again. Now I gotta ask her again too.
I've heard good things about toothpaste on stainless steel, though.
Yeah.
That's pretty good. Yeah.
So it's clove bud oil, lemon oil, cinnamon oil, eucalyptus oil, rosemary oil. Yeah, that's what it is. And so I put like 20 drops of this into a liter of water, and then I just put like half a cup of vinegar with that, and then I put it in a sprayer. And
Okay.
Who does that oil?
this one is done by. I don't even know who makes this. Hang on, it's all in French. Like, who makes this? Oh,
With a name like
Huile de velours. Say that.
Lee de Fleur.
No.
Yeah.
Spell it.
Huile?
Yeah,
Like
spell-
oil?
Oh,
Like Huille. So huile, which is oil.
Yeah. De
De-
Fleur.
De velours. What's that? Velour.
Where's Mr. Green?
Oil of thief. So it doesn't say the company name on this.
Oh, that's weird.
So sorry, it's called Marseille Remedy, but that's not the company. That's just what it's called. So thieves oil. Yeah. I got it in town somewhere. I got it at the health food store, but yeah, it literally doesn't say the brand on it anywhere.
Can you take a picture of the label and send it to me?
Yes, I will do that once we're off here.
Yeah.
Can you see the
But
wife?
so
Because there's lemongrass. We're
yeah,
hearing,
lemongrass is great too.
and mineral oil.
I want to just say one more thing about this is that the Thieves brand is like on Young Living. They sell like the copyrighted or whatever Thieves oil.
Thieves.
But
Oh,
this
okay.
is just that, but it's like not the Young Living brand.
It's the generic brand.
Yeah, I find it's just as good though. So
Yeah.
like one of these will last me like a couple years, to be honest. Just
Yeah.
one of these.
Oh, there it goes.
But yeah, I use essential oils. I use them like I put just like a little bit of lavender oil and baking soda is what I wash the clothes in.
Yeah.
And I don't put the lavender oil every time. I just don't think it's good. Like essential oils are good, but I don't think it's good to like wear them on your skin all the
Yeah.
time. You know?
No.
So
Oh, so
yeah, I'm like
Yeah.
a terrified of peppermint oil now because this thing happened when I was very new to herbs and essential oils where I put too much peppermint oil in a bath and I poured a smoking hot bath. It was like steaming. Then I get in and all of a sudden I felt freezing fucking cold and I was like, holy fuck, I put too much peppermint oil in this bath. And so I turned the shower on and I'm like trying to rinse it off, but it won't, right? Because it's oil. And so I literally am like shaking by this point because I'm so fucking cold. Like it took me everything to type into the fucking Google what to do if you fucking put too much peppermint oil in the tub. And luckily it gave me an answer, which is the Bob Ross said is take a thicker oil and coat yourself in it and then wash with soap. And that's what I did because you know how he says a thinner paint will stick to a thicker paint because it's oil based. So same thing goes with oils. If you have oil on yourself, you need to take it off with a thicker oil.
Oh, hi.
Hi. Sorry.
Hello, definitely not Al. Hey, Amber, how are you?
Good, you?
Good.
I got the same stuff.
You
Oh, we can't hear you. That's the same one. Yeah.
Ha. So
Oh,
say what?
I need to get some.
Is she muted or is that just me who can't hear her?
I don't know.
Oh,
No,
now
I
hear
can
you.
hear her.
I hear you now.
Okay,
Okay,
we're good.
Excellent. I can hear him too. Wait. There you go.
I love the smell of that oil. I'm like, yes, bacteria and mold are dying. That's what I think.
Totally.
That sounds good too. Like it's not that chemical clean smell.
No, it's not. It smells like cloves and cinnamon.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You never realize how long the chemical crap lasts in your house until you start trying to just get rid of it. And it seems to be never ending.
Like a buildup.
Well, take for example that so my son, when he goes to his dad's or his grandma's, they wash with like Tide and Gain and all that stuff, right?
Yeah.
It takes me like 3 or 4 washes by hand with baking soda and stuff to get the smell of the detergent out.
Yeah. Well, I figured like I have the crappy stuff here. I may as well use it. I paid for it, right? Before I knew better and before I wanted to detox my house.
Yeah.
And now it's like, oh my gosh, like, why did I have to be so prepared?
I found that too going through food. It was like, oh my God, this expired in 22.
Well, it's just I have so much because if cleaning stuff was on sale, because that seemed to be like the priciest stuff at the time,
Yeah.
I would buy extra, right? Now that I want to go to natural cleaning products, I have all these chemicals that I'm like, I've already spent money on them. I don't want to just get rid of them.
No, they're good for backup.
but
Because hey, I need some laundry soap. You
it's annoying
get yeah.
because I want them out of my house.
So what do you use if you're not using Tide or whatever brand?
I
Baking
use
soda.
just a minute. Hang on.
Just baking soda?
Yeah, that's all you really need. I mean, unless you're rolling around in something disgusting, you don't have to like chemically clean your clothes, right?
No.
No, not everybody.
Thorough rinse and wring.
I use Nellie's dish or like laundry powder, and yeah, it's like primarily like baking soda and goodness.
Okay. And Norway products. I don't know what. No, I can. Well, I can honestly say I know I never used it.
Yeah, make good products too.
Are they good products?
I had a friend who used to sell Norwex.
I use Melaleuca. That's the one.
Okay.
That what? There we go.
Yeah.
And it's microscopic, but it's all the enzymes, natural enzymes, the amylase, and everything else that breaks dirt down and stuff. That's what I use for my laundry soap.
Cool.
I just don't. I thought about making my own, but I was like, I don't have time.
Oh, does that? Okay, here, Sharky's
That's fair.
Does anyone make their own dishwasher detergent? I'm about to attempt that this week.
Oh, that would be cool. I use Melaleuca for almost all of my cleaning products. Which, when I get rid of those, then I'm going to switch to Norwex because Chris Burke's wife sells it.
Oh, right on.
Yeah, so I figure if I'm going to be ordering cleaning supplies like that, I may as well get it from somebody within the community, right?
Okay,
For sure.
so we should do like a shout out for him or her, sorry, for that place.
I can't remember what his wife's name is, but it's Chris Burke from Faith and Liberty.
Okay. So Chris Burke from Faith and Liberty.
Yeah.
I've got a few Norwex like microfiber towels, and they're just incredible for cleaning, like glass, especially like literally just with water in the microfiber towel. Just unreal. Like that shit's so good.
Yeah, and you don't need a lot
I'm sure
of
it's
it.
all artificial, and it's not like an organic, cloth, but it works. Like awesome.
Yeah, and you don't need a lot of their products. I know, like they're pricey to start with, but when you don't have to use a lot,
Yeah, a little goes a long way.
Yeah, it's the same with the Melaleuca products. They're pricey. It's stuff you're going to buy anyways, and it is a little pricier, but it lasts forever.
Yeah.
So you get your value for it.
For sure. For sure.
Well, that's good then. So what are window cloths that Cindy's referring to there?
Specialized cloths to wash your windows.
Yeah.
Okay. Didn't know that. We just use Chris does the windows. He uses paper towel, so there's something.
But these are reusable, so it cuts down on the
amount of paper towel going.
Oh, here we go. Yeah.
Nope. No, I don't.
Johnny, wait, you wash windows? Yes, we wash windows.
No, I don't.
Oh, I swear that won't happen again. It's this my other stupid phone, my fucking Google Pixel does not like StreamYard.
Oh no.
So I had to use my old
Chris is better at than me. Like digging a hole for plants.
Yeah. I don't really do much digging. I let Rogue do the digging because he's way faster at it. So how we do things is like whoever does the job the best should do it. Not that I won't ever do it. It's just that, right?
What are you
Better at
doing
it.
now?
He says that when I do it, it looks like I'm doing it on purpose to make like bad on purpose. You can't watch me do it.
Speaker again.
Do something bad and just go, fine, let me do it myself. There you go. But I'm really trying. It's not like I'm doing it on purpose. I just dig holes. You should find that comforting that I don't dig good holes, actually.
Yeah.
I like to do some physical work, like some of the gardening and stuff, mostly to do with the like gathering like the harvest, and then I
I'm
process
really-
most of the food. So
I can read really good. Really good. So again, killing something. I can read good, and I'm really good at moving firewood. Like when we get it dumped off in the back, in the front yard, I'll just move it all to the back. That's like exercise, and that's good exercise. If I can find a wood pile to move like once a month or twice, it'd be
oh, when you come to my house, you can move all the wood you want.
good. All right. There's just something
We're
about
moving
it that
wood fucking 3-4 times a day around here.
it gets you up in here, right? And they
Yeah.
get you like in your legs here, like it just you move your body. My Taiwanese neighbor, they're saying is movement is life.
Yep.
So once you stop, it doesn't take long after that. So even if it's like you're in your, maybe in your 60s and you're still just going for a walk around the corner, you're doing something. So you gotta move.
Yeah.
And really, it all comes down to is like diet and exercise. It's not fancy pills or anything that here, take a diet pill. No.
Well, it's also like how you think about things too, right? Because
Oh,
all
yeah.
those things become possible through your mindset.
Yeah, I forget that too because I'm that cheery person in the morning. So I'm just naturally happy. And when it takes me a lot to get like mad or sad. And then I just got to digest it. And then it's like, gone. I'm not good at whole like negative stuff. But being sad necessarily isn't negative.
No, it's just you have to allow yourself to feel all of the emotions, right? It's just how you deal with it and how well you move on from it.
Yeah. You can't let it. So, but if we still want to talk about gardening and homesteading, hey,
Oh, we never talk about normal stuff like that. We talk about
Well,
fucked up
come on.
Come on,
Yeah.
join
yeah, join us. So
click the link and join us.
I'll do the link again.
shit. We've got Aunt Bunny in the chat. We're going to start talking about inappropriate stuff.
Oh, but
Oh God.
here we go. All right.
So I made, while we're waiting to see if Her Roots comes on, I made a rather disturbing discovery at work this week that I'm pretty sure is related to the jabs that nobody will have made the connection to.
Okay, let's tell us.
Wounds with a bacteria called Pseudomonas in them.
What is that stuff?
It's gross. It drains like blue-green and it smells really bad.
Oh.
And in 16 years, I've probably seen it twice.
And now,
I'm pretty sure every single one of us has a patient with it.
That's awful.
But guaranteed nobody's made that connection, right? It just hit me this week. I was like, oh my gosh, like why am I seeing this all over the place? And so
wow.
I asked the question in a Nurses Ontario chat, and I was like, can anybody like look into this for me? Because I suck at like actually going to try and sift.
I bet
Sorry,
you
throwing. And yeah, because it lowers the immune system. Like Pseudomonas is around, but it's one of those bacteria that, unless you're immunocompromised or in the hospital, you're not likely going to get it, or it's not going to colonize. So, lowered immune systems.
Oh, wait, my cat. 1 second.
I was
I
like,
don't know what is going on, man, with my immune system, but I got a great immune system because whenever people around here get sick, I like feel a tickle in the back of my throat for like half a day, and then I'm fine.
Yeah, that's me.
Well,
I
it's
don't
'cause
even
you
remember the
look
last
after
time I was
yourself.
really sick. Yeah, and I think that my fasting has a lot to do with it because I always am like the last one to eat in the morning. Like, and typically I don't eat till lunch or after.
yeah.
So that might have something to do with it. Because when your body doesn't have food to digest all the time, it can take care of the other things it needs to take care
Yeah.
of, right?
Well, I say my immune system is the way it is because I've always either worked with humans or kids, and kids are just walking germ factories.
Oh, they
Yeah.
are.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've been around a lot of poo of all different sort of beasts
There you go.
too. Like on a regular basis, there's shit going on everywhere around here.
Well, when we were kids, we used to go to cousin Paul and cousin Amy's farm growing up. So we got to go in and play with the horse stalls and go see the pigs and things and play in the dirt and dirt bikes and cut your leg open and rub it with an aloe plant. You know?
Do you remember during COVID, they were telling people not to snuggle their fucking chickens because it was going to make them sick? I'm like, are you retarded?
Oh, yeah, they said your cats could get COVID, your dogs.
Yeah.
You just got to make those people think and put a mirror and say, look how stupid you were. Will you not be that stupid if they do it again, please?
And if we're all going to get COVID and fucking die, we should all just spend some time together and love each other anyway, shouldn't we?
Right?
Don't let family slip away if they're willing. Reach out if you can. Like, I know it's frustrating sometimes, but
yeah,
life is pretty short and unexpected things
well,
happen.
I've got an interesting story. So, like, my sister never watches this, and she probably never will watch this. I'm realizing slowly but surely. But so, you know the issue with the immigrants, the illegal immigrants, and all the crazy immigrants, the Jeets, right?
Yep.
Now we're talking about Jeets here. We're not talking about people whose family moved here and like became Canadian and like started a life, you know, and are like proper people.
Did things the right way?
Yep.
So my sister's boyfriend is from El Salvador, and he moved here when he was 14, and he's 31 now, and he is full on Canadian, okay? And like he works hard, he works in the oil patch, he's not like stealing from anybody or anything like that. But my sister thinks that me and my mom are racist because of the immigrant thing. She's like sends us both these crazy fucking messages the other day saying we're racist and saying that you're being racist towards an entire group of people that includes my boyfriend, and if you guys want to keep talking to me, you're gonna stop this now. And I'm like, holy fuck, dude, like calm down, like you don't even know what you're talking about, man.
But
I'm
they
like,
trigger and get upset so easy when you talk.
And she doesn't like know anything that's going on in the world and like ignores it. And I'm like, dude, I'm like, okay, message me back when you're feeling better and we'll talk about it. But like, I'm not talking about him. Like, he's a hardworking guy. Like, I know that. This has nothing to do with any of that. And she still hasn't gotten back to me. And I'm just like, what the fuck? Now I'm a racist? My grandma is fucking black as a night. Okay. Like, I'm not a racist.
That's nuts. Okay. So apparently Rural Roots has horses.
Oh,
I'll be your best friend.
I love horses.
I love horses. Horses and goats. I really like. I would be so happy.
Yeah.
I don't know if I want to keep goats, but my neighbor has goats, and so I can go see those goats anytime.
I want Nigerian dwarf goats.
My sister used to race harness horses. So she went, oops, hey, cat, let me go. She'd have the big black horses. Race horses. And then we get to ride them. And, you know, and then she had ones that you could take to fairs. Let kids bet them. She had one named Willie. And they're just, if you have a stable, it's a lot of work all day.
Oh, yeah.
I know, but
every day, right?
They're like big dogs, you know, they need like daily work.
Hay is either really expensive or you have to do like how we do and go cut our own hay, which is like a total family affair, like a couple weeks of like cutting hay. And if you got a horse, it's even more. Like I only cut hay for bedding for my chickens, but if I had a horse, it'd be way fucking more.
Oh yeah.
Well, it's just my
in a day,
horse
my chickens
ranch
go through in a month.
Was always my, like, if I ever won the lottery, what would everybody's like, what would you do with it? And my answer always was build a horse ranch.
Yeah.
With goats.
She's got lots to love and care for.
Oh, jealous.
Me, yeah, no kidding.
That's amazing.
It's
Can we
exhausting.
Can we come over and have horse therapy?
Yeah.
I hope you have your own land, right? And don't have to board them because that would be extra costly.
Yeah, I can't see that. Oh, but my sister.
If you've got land, like it's super worth it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, Rogue had a horse, okay? And this horse was fucking crazy. And like I'm pretty sure it almost killed him a few times. He got like what is it called there, that horse there? What was his name? Banner, yeah. Anyways, this horse like ran away all the time and like wrecked stuff, and he had to build this special stall so that the horse could only like fit its head in to eat, or else it would just like destroy all the hay and stuff. He ended up having to get rid of it, and but it taught him a lot of things about patience and things like that. And he did get it like fairly well trained, but it's so much responsibility.
Yeah.
And then my cousin had horses. Well, they were
But
not
see-
big horses. They're small, little, not ponies, but in between. They were cute. But one you
If
could ride.
I had a horse when I was a teenager, and it was a really good experience, I have to say, except for there was another horse. They were at this horse I had. I kept it at my boyfriend's because they had a lot of property. And there was another horse there named Bucky, and I was out feeding my horse carrots one morning, and then all of a sudden this fucking horse named Bucky starts running at me like dead on with a fucking boner so long it was smacking the ground as he was fucking running. I could see it, and I never fucking jumped a gate so fast in my life. I was like, holy shit.
That, yeah.
That'll leave some mental scars.
Yes.
Yeah, that was
Yeah,
a
no
mental scare.
kidding.
But I also know now if I'm scared, I can jump very high.
Well,
Like
if I was to ever have horses, I won the lottery, and so I would like have time. 'Cause
Yeah.
Then I wouldn't have to work.
And then on
Doing
top
what
of that,
I
you
do
could
now.
do good things with them. You could like help, like you could like do a foundation where you have like
Yeah.
handicapped kids or like kids who've had a hard time in life or whoever like to come and be with the horses, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I absolutely would do something like that. And goats. Can't forget the goats.
So I guess.
Yeah.
Nobody's
Always
neighbor has both horses and goats, but not allowed to have livestock until we build buildings for them. So I guess
That's a good rule.
But yeah,
we need
Yes,
them, right?
the structure and the buildings are everything, especially when it comes to wintering the animals and protecting from predators, right? So
Yeah.
Yeah.
And Johnny, I would ride a cowboy, but they don't lick sugar cubes out of my hand nearly as nicely.
exactly.
Oh, okay. I wasn't gonna put that up, but nice.
Oh,
Sorry,
come
but
on now, it's almost 9:30.
Okay, let me have another smoke and I'll start coming back. No whiskey. As soon as I have whiskey, my mouth just goes bloop. I don't be so polite anymore. Oh
Go
yeah,
get that big ass bottle.
yeah. So but you broke the horse and many goats. See, we all like goats.
Yeah.
Fine, I won't ignore you. Look, it's Johnny in the.
It's because it's ladies' night, Johnny. You're interrupting us.
No, so there. See, look at
But
that.
here's
I
our
didn't
bunny.
even
So
notice.
are we
He
going to
just
affirm
comes
his
to
gender or
listen.
what?
He
wa-
just comes to listen to Chris snore.
no. He
Yeah.
wants us to say the word tits.
Yeah.
Woo! Because
I don't feel like talking about tits tonight.
no,
I
I
talked a
know.
lot
on my
about
phone.
breastfeeding earlier today.
Yeah.
Oh, you know,
so-
that's what they want us to talk about. But then we turn it around. We start talking
Let me
about
look it up for you.
our periods, and then they're like, "Oh,
Mine's coming soon because I've been eating ravenously to the point of feeling sick. That's how I know I'm getting my period.
Online? I have no idea.
Oh, you can.
too old."
Oh, for sure. Probably.
Yep.
I better get mine.
No, we need more babies.
Yes, I know, but I need more house to facilitate more babies.
Yes.
Amen. Fucking 13 by 24 and no closets is not really conducive to babies.
Yeah,
No.
I
That's
heard
a
they don't like it when you let the baby sleep in the dresser drawer. So
Okay, 13 by 30.
Yeah.
Ooh,
34.
So she has a plan for it. That's
Yeah,
a milk
yeah.
still too small.
starting veggies. And my trade networks. That's good to do when you're in
You
rural
are.
trade networks.
Let's tab.
That's what I often wanted to do. Move north, and I can do like accounting books for farmers and things, and get paid in bacon and eggs. And
That would be cool.
I feel bad for my summertime tenants. I'm like feeling guilty because I have to put my egg prices up this year because I was like last year I sold them for very cheap, and Rogue explained to me that these eggs, so like how much you pay for the feed, and that these eggs are actually worth way more than the grocery store. And I was like paying $3 less than what they would consider like a free range, like organic chicken egg. which is like
Yeah.
$10 now. And he's like, you have to put up the price. Like those eggs are pretty well worth $1 a piece. And I'm like, okay. And like to afford the feed's like doubled in price in the last like 2.5 years.
Okay, Chris had one guy on the show. He said he stopped giving his chickens feed and gave them some dried beans, and it was an amazing thing. Now I'm not saying do that to your chickens, but I'm just saying this guy said beans worked.
Well, chickens can pretty well, like they can live off a lot of different things, but in the wintertime, it's very important that they have grain because it's slow to digest and it keeps them warm. And like they need twice as much food. So we do scraps all year, but especially in the winter, making sure they get their scraps. And then I give them like they each get a half a cup of grain in the winter, and the ducks too. And then in the summertime, they get about a quarter cup of grain each a day. Plus they're free ranging, like eating the bugs and the grass and everything else, right? So they really, sometimes they don't even eat their grain in the summer, right? Like,
Yeah.
oh, what did that say?
Yeah, especially if they've got like forage, right? Like,
Consider rabbit farming down here. I'm intimidated, but I see the value.
Right. Sorry.
Oh yeah.
We used to sign at the end of there's
A dozen eggs for $1?
That's
Holy-
fucking, they're just giving them away.
Yeah.
Yeah, they rip
Well,
themselves off time.
I have a patient that sells me 18 packs for $5.50.
that's a good deal.
That's
Yeah.
nice.
I think
Yeah.
out here, farm fresh eggs are going like $6 to $8 for a dozen.
Yeah.
Oh, easy. Yeah, because you're getting a half dozen for like $3.50.
Yeah.
And then like
Yeah.
6 eggs.
I usually buy two cartons at a time though, so. But I mean, we're paying flats here for $10 or whatever, and they're crappy eggs, right? They look like little quail eggs instead of freaking chicken eggs, and they're
Yeah.
horrible.
All my chickens lay fairly big eggs, except for my 2 scrawny little leghorns. They just lay like small white eggs. But the other ones lay like pretty massive eggs. I often get a double yolker, like almost like every other day I would get a double yolker for my one that lays brown eggs.
We used to
And
have
then the
one-
duck eggs, like the duck eggs are worth even more, right? So
Totally. If you can even
Yeah.
find them. I know out here, like you have to know the duck farmer, otherwise like you don't get them.
oh yeah, you know what? I advertise my duck eggs on Kijiji, and you know who's fucking calling? Who wants the duck eggs? It's the Jeets. They want duck eggs, those Jeets, man, like crazy.
Oh,
Double
They
your
wanna always
prices.
swindle me the fuck
Yeah,
down. I'm like, no way. They want them for
Double
free.
your
crap.
prices.
Yeah. Oh, they
Do
want them
it
for fucking free. I can't do business with them even. Like, it's retarded.
yeah.
Do what Josh Biggers does, charge them 25% more.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I love his liberal tax.
Mhm.
It's a G tax.
Yeah.
Yeah, G-Tax.
Yeah. So yeah, we can come up with our own taxes too. Carbon tax will make up taxes
Yep.
or fees. We can't call them tax. We have to call them a fee. 'Cause the
Okay.
tax- yeah.
Yeah, the farmer's fee.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Now it's about time they do that.
But like, I have to sell some of them because we get like a dozen a day or more.
Oh, that's
And they just pile up. Fuck, I keep them on the wood stove because it's cast, right? And it stays cool in the summertime. And there's hardly any windows in that room. So I just keep them on there and they can stay good for like 3 to 6 months sitting on there.
Do you ever glass your eggs?
Was just gonna ask.
I never glass my eggs, but I was thinking about it. And the other thing I want to try is actually dehydrating them because I heard like making dehydrated eggs is good. And if you scramble them and then dehydrate them, like dehydrated scrambled eggs are really good apparently too. So
Yeah, it's a great way to preserve them, that's for sure.
I just don't like the idea of having a big glass jar full of water and lye. It's like I got nowhere to put that thing.
Well, you
Yeah,
have
that's
kids
fair.
too, right? I
Yeah.
don't think I would have done that with little kids around, but
Like
Yeah.
last year, like I'd done canning last year and the year before was my first time. The year before that was the first time I ever canned anything, and I just did jam and pickles. And then last year I ventured over into like the low acid foods, like the
Mhm.
potatoes and corn. And then I just recently tried doing like meat, like chicken and chicken stock. I just did recently. But like I learned from this lady who learned from the Amish how to can anything, even the low acid foods without a pressure canner. And it's not FDA approved. There's my fucking disclaimer. But how they do it and how I've done it for myself, right? Your kitchen, your rules is
Yeah.
anything that's low acid is an hour and a half for pints and 2.5 hours for quarts. And some people say 2 hours for pints and 3 hours for quarts. But like I've always done the 1.5 and 2.5, and my corn and potatoes turned out great. I haven't got to try the meat because I just canned it like last weekend or whatever. So, but I'm sure it'll work. Like if the potatoes worked, I don't see why the other stuff wouldn't work. And she shows all the stuff that she's done, and it always works. They even know how to can like soups and stuff, and it's the same method. Right.
Yeah.
So then you just water bath, and you have to like, if you don't have a big enough pot, you have to refill your water.
Mm-hmm.
So it stays over the lid. But other than that, it's good. I don't have that problem because I have huge pots, but yeah.
Also, sorry, off topic about that great egg run made me thought about the Booker T June 22nd barbecue. So maybe and all our other bits, because you came up with good games too for kids and things. It made me think like the egg on the spoon where you have to run and not drop the egg. So those
We did that here last camp out, except for I didn't use eggs because some of the kids were really little and like I didn't want anyone to get scourged. So we put these rocks that were like the same size as an egg on the spoon.
okay.
We weren't wasting eggs. Yeah.
Oh no. But you had a lot of good games too for the kids, from what I remember you were saying. But it just made me think of
Yeah,
those
we
games.
had like a wagon relay race because I got like friggin' half a dozen or more kids' wagons hanging around out here. And so what they would do is one kid would get in the wagon and the other one would pull them, and then they'd switch places and then like pull each other back, and like a 3-legged race we did. And yeah, it was fun. I wish there would have been more kids, but it was still good. I
I'm
think there
gonna
was, like,
try
8
and
kids.
bring my grandkids up.
Yeah, I get it.
Yes, please do. It will be like that's literally like I look forward to the most is like the children's stuff. And my son last year planned everything for the kids, and he made like goodie bags and stuff. And oh yeah, so
You guys,
And I'm gonna try and bring their dad so that I don't actually have to be responsible for them.
yeah.
even better.
Last year too, I think that like a lot of people just didn't know like what it was going to be like, right?
Yeah.
Because we hadn't had anyone here before, so
Yeah.
We had to spend that time to get to know each other before you bring the kids in, because that's what responsible
Yeah.
parents do.
Yeah.
oh yeah, absolutely, I agree.
Oh, and Becky will bring her kids. She's saying,
Yeah.
I got the cat sleeping on my
I'm
arm.
actually making a list right now for this year's camp out in August, and I'm
Oh.
gonna make it so it's like because I think there's gonna be more people than last year, and I'm gonna make it like it's a ticketed event, but you don't pay for it. Just everyone gets a ticket or whatever, so
Yeah.
that it's all like RSVP'd and stuff. So I figured out how to do it with a QR code, and so everyone will just have a ticket or whatever sent to their email, like an invitation, and it'll have them on it.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's good to know, right? How many people to
Last
expect.
year we had like the cops. There was like a cop at the end of the road on the second night.
Oh, I don't know how we get so lucky here, like not having cops at our parties. Like even the after party when there were like cars up and down both sides of the street, no cops. Chris figures maybe there was a cop in the house, just keeping an eye on things. Wouldn't have known, like an undercover.
That's why I want to do it ticketed, because I just don't want to deal with that shit. And plus, if you have a public agent in your house or on your property and they do not tell you that, okay, that's like illegal as fuck.
This country doesn't care anymore.
No,
No.
but it was I just
They
Uh-huh.
only care when you make a stink about it, right? Because
Where
that's what we've been taught.
Amber go?
Yeah, she disappeared.
We lost her.
yeah,
It was the Jeets.
no, I think something. They were talking.
Maybe dinner.
Oh, dinner.
Oh
yeah.
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 So what, 2 or 3 hours back?
The 3, yeah, so it's about 6, yeah.
Oh yeah, Becky remembers. After the after party, there was one Bud Light can.
Yeah, that was funny.
Mm.
Just one.
All by itself.
Oh, but so
Yeah,
we had
but
to
here
put it
too. That's all I found was one Bud Light can.
That's hilarious. Somebody's doing that intentionally.
Yeah.
All right, we got to figure out who it is.
I think we figured it out, but I don't remember. Chris might remember who it is.
Well, where the one was here, it was in a place where there was like, okay, so here it's like there's hardly any trees in the main area because Rogues like cut them all down. It's like all big clearing, and it was so hot that weekend. It was like 30, above 30 or whatever in the middle of the day, and everyone was hanging out in the shade of this bus and this trailer, and so that's where it came from. Like that was like the hangout spot all day. So it was so
Yeah.
fucking hot.
I think probably somebody's just bringing just one just as a joke.
Yeah, I think
Yeah.
that's what
Oh, I don't care. I thought it was funny. I was like, this is great.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, and I
Well,
think
I mean,
one by your truck or lease truck after the wedding or like the day after going home or something. There was
yeah,
Bud
there
Light
was.
road. Weird.
It was
Who's
weird.
drinking Bud Light? Anyway.
Yeah, now we're gonna have these like odd one Bud Light cans showing up at a party.
Mhm.
Hmm.
Well, it's not me for sure. I know that.
No, it's not me. Oh, Kitty, I
I'm allergic.
gotta move the kitty.
There she is.
There you are. What
Yeah,
happened?
sorry. It was fucking my sound was being fucky and then I messed up the phone and sorry.
Oh.
I'm back.
I know you just kind of like disappeared. I went, where did she go?
Oopsie.
I guarantee when Madame Breezy's done at the gym, she's gonna pop in here.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Oh,
Keep
good.
an eye on her now.
Heck
But-
yeah.
Yeah, she would have. I think she might have went to the Tamara Lynch one, the fundraiser.
Yeah, she did.
Yeah.
She got some pretty cool pictures. I seen them online.
Yeah.
Oh, wonderful.
I wish I could have gone to that one.
Did it look like it went well?
It did.
Wonderful.
More so not because I wanted to meet Tamara, but because I wanted to see Shaba and her Gerald Yonkers again.
Yeah.
I don't know. I have this aversion to Tamara. I know what's happening to her is wrong, but I just, I don't know.
Yeah. Hey. Never
But I wanted to see Shaba again.
yeah.
But I was working. I
I know
did.
Mr. Yonker. Mr. Yonker's a good guy.
Yeah.
I got to see him again up at the Christine Anderson.
Anderson?
Yeah, up when they had that movie premiere.
Oh, cool.
Yeah. It was how they compare the Holocaust to what they've done with COVID.
Yeah.
It's just amazing. So I do have to take them. But since I went, I got to download the whole series. There's 6 of them.
Yeah.
They explain so much and how all these little groups started, and it's amazing. But her thing was she went with her gut because she went as a kid in the camp. Her mom said, "Say you're an orphan and you get to go. Right? I love you, but you're better off." And so they were going to stick her on one boat with all the kids. And then there was the boat who was going to be her new parents. Well, she's like, I'm not going on that boat. I'm just going to go with the people I'm supposed to go with now. I'm going on that boat there. End of story. So she didn't go on that boat, and didn't that boat get bombed?
Oh, wow.
Wow.
At that point, she's like, go with your gut and don't let anything stop you. So, yeah, those are lessons.
That's
Yeah.
crazy.
But, their advice was wait, because, their egos will eat each other up. If you just give these 1%, the whatever you want to call them, just give them time and they'll eat each other up. And then Dana said, keep protesting, keep talking, just keep it going, let people know you're out there and they're not alone.
Mm-hmm.
That's how we get through this right now. Yeah, see,
Don't
look.
fall silent again.
I can't see nothing right now.
Oh, I'm blind without my glasses. Oh no.
Oh,
Favorite rule to live by, go with your gut.
yeah.
It's that instinct that Rage was talking about too. Because he said that woman, she was going to go in an elevator and then someone questionable went in and she's like, oh, I don't want to be rude and not go in the elevator.
Oh, she's the one that was like raped and murdered by the black guy that got on the elevator with her?
Yeah.
Yeah.
She hesitated. And she should have listened to that hesitation.
Yeah.
Who cares about what you will look like?
I don't
Oh,
give a fuck about not being rude.
so I figured a way out. You go,
Yeah,
oh no, I
something
forgot.
doesn't fit right
Yeah.
out of there.
So you
No,
go,
I don't even think we should have to be thinking like, oh, we give us a way out. No, I'm going a different way. Like,
but then I
Yeah,
remember
no is no.
watching a girl that was like at a high school dance. She was outside having a smoke, and the guy's like, "Okay, come get in the car." And she goes, "Oh, let me just go in and get my purse." And you're
yeah,
like, okay. She goes and she's like, grabs someone and just like
Mhm.
saves her own life by just quickly going, "Oh fuck, I gotta go and get this."
yeah,
It's
Yeah.
unnatural and like, oh shit, gotta run back. But that's
Yeah.
just hard to do.
no, that kind of thing. But yeah, I
But yeah,
did not know that's what you were referring to.
yeah. So don't worry about being polite. Just go, oh. But yeah, it's important to go with the gut. And as I tell my neighbor too, and she's young, she's like, "It's just stay true to you.
Yeah,
Don't bend your values or your beliefs because of someone else. Because of that, even when you're young, it's like you do it for a boy or
yeah.
don't mind yourself.
Oh, there's
Your
so many
parents.
times where I wish I'd gone with my gut. Things would be much different.
Yeah.
But I was dumb and I didn't.
But it's all learning. Because look where we are now.
Mm-hmm.
We in these positions if we didn't go through the shit we did. Because as long as you learn from the stupid shit you did,
Yeah,
you're in the game. Because you're always I'm gonna still do stupid shit. One way or another. I'll still make mistakes. It's just part of being human.
well, yeah, it's a human nature, right? That's how we learn.
Yeah. Just don't keep touching that electrified cupcake. You don't go, ow, like Bart Simpson. Touch it once.
Mhm.
But boys will just do it to see if they can still do it. Because boys do weird things like that.
Yes, they do.
My nephews used to play who hit each other the hardest. One would sit on the couch and the other one would like run right at him and dive bomb him. I'm like, really?
Oh yeah, that's fun stuff. I did that when I was a kid.
Yeah. I had a sister, so we didn't.
I had twin cousins who were 18 months younger than me, and they were boys. So like we were always roughhousing.
Yeah.
My son's girlfriend just sent me a video again of two of my boys wrestling and throwing each other around like lunatics, and they're 27 and 28. I'm like, it's like,
Okay, it might stop in 10 more years when you don't bounce as good anymore.
well, and then when I was watching them, in my mind, they were like 17 and 18. So I was like, this is what they were like 10 years ago. And then it dawned on me, no, this is what they were like 20 years ago. And I felt really old. But they haven't changed in 20 years when they play wrestle each other. They're just bigger
Well,
chance of things getting broken.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yep.
I've never broke a bone in my body ever.
It's not fun.
No.
No.
I broke one of the bones in the top of my foot right before Taekwondo testing. I kicked an elbow. Yeah, I kicked an elbow that hurt.
Oh.
Yeah, that would hurt. Okay, I'm gonna say goodnight, Becky.
Nike. But I didn't tell them I broke my foot because they wouldn't have let me test if I did. So I didn't tell them I broke it until afterwards.
So I
Did you
guess
pass?
Yep.
Awesome.
you should have got like bonus points. Did you fess up to it later after you passed?
Yeah, I told them right after I got my belt. I said, "Oh, by the way, I broke my foot last week."
What did you
But I borrowed my son's foot pads for the testing because I'm stubborn, but I'm not stupid. And they noticed that I was wearing foot pads, but thought it was just, I don't know. I said, no, I broke my foot. That's why I'm wearing them.
Did he give a kudos to you for still doing it, or did he give you shit?
No, they praised me for pushing through it. And I said, well, I wasn't going to not test. Like,
They don't care. Like
No, the club that I
it
was,
comes down
the
to
club
they
I
didn't
was,
know, right?
yeah. There's no liability because they didn't know. So
Exactly.
Perfect.
yeah.
Yeah.
If I'd have told them and they let me test, that's a different story, which I already know that, which is the other reason why I didn't.
You're a smart lady. So you're so smart.
Some days. But yeah,
Yeah.
no, it was fun. I do miss Taekwondo, but my hip was starting to really bother me, and COVID, I was just like, oh,
I love Taekwondo too. I loved like all the spinning in the air and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And I was like, fuck, I'm good at this. Like, why haven't I been doing this my whole life?
yeah. I only got to my green, I think. Green or blue stripe, I can't remember. I have them upstairs, but it's more than I ever thought I
didn't do it
would.
for very long, but I think I did it for like 6 months and I didn't like get any belts or anything like that, but I really liked doing it.
Well,
I had to move, so
I was trying to encourage my youngest one to get his black.
Mm.
And I thought if I did it with him, it would help, but it didn't.
that's
Is
originally
it-
why I got into it, was for my son, so he would like have some kind of discipline training in his life. And then I was like, hey, I really like this and I want to try it too. I actually still have his little like tiny little dobok from when he was like
Yeah.
he was like 3.
Well, my youngest one got to his red belt, which is a really good accomplishment, except that if you don't know the belts, you don't realize it's only 2 below black. So it doesn't really stand out to anybody. I even offered to buy him a PS4 if he got his black, and he was like, I can buy it myself. I was like, all right, I'm done. Like, I can't compete with that.
The
Yeah.
boyfriend in high school did Taekwondo, so I didn't do it, but I just sat in the class and I can like I could tell you like the tenets of Taekwondo. Like I could like remember the patterns and remember those things.
Yeah.
But yeah, they
That
had like
Taekwondo instructor was like so good with the kids, and he was teaching them
Oh, that's good.
self-defense. And he did this thing like on the map. So you know how it's like a red ring, then a blue ring, then a red ring, then a blue ring, right? Or
Yeah.
however it goes.
yeah.
So he was like, okay, so he would take them one at a time. He's like, I want you to sit in this ring, this square ring, and pretend like you're playing in the sandbox. And I am going to come up to you and I'm going to say, do you want to come and see my puppies? And and then he taught them to stand up right away and back away and say, no, thank you, get away from me, and like put their hand out. And then he was like teaching them to like headbutt dudes in the dick and stuff like that, and like headbutt them like in the face and everything like that, and bite them. And he was like letting them do it to him so they could feel what it felt like to do that, right? And to scream at the top of their lungs. And like I watched all these little like 3, 4, 5-year-old boys and girls do this. It was so awesome.
Yeah.
Oh, definitely.
And it's a good workout too. Like, it's a really good workout.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I wonder what else there is besides Taekwondo. Because I'm not sure if he's referring to the Taekwondo that's not recommended. Do not do what I have done. Maybe there's something better.
Now it's Tai Chi. I'm old.
Oh yeah, I should probably do that. What I guess that would help with balance, because that's the one thing I'm absolutely horrible at. Balance.
I would
I
love to learn
don't think I'm
keto.
old enough to join the Tai Chi here. They're all like in their 60s, which isn't old, but too old for me.
It's like when you go water aerobics, right? Because I like water aerobics because they just do the minimal effort, but when I'm in there, I'm giving it, right? And
Yeah.
I'll go in the deep end and I'll swim But they say even if you just like go in, jump off the board and swim and keep jumping off the board, you're still moving, you're still swimming, you're still doing something. It's not, you don't have to be doing laps to
I'm
benefit.
terrified of the diving board still to this day.
Yeah. Oh, the one in one of our rec centers, the diving board was so high that when you jumped off it, you could feel nothing above and below you. And that's a weird feeling. Like, I haven't forgotten it, and it's been probably 20 years.
When I was in Ottawa, we did our swimming lessons at the pool they used for the Olympic training. So,
That's big.
and I was doing like dives off the platforms, like the cement platforms. That's creepy. I didn't like that.
The cement one. It was high.
Yeah.
I don't know if I could do it again. Because now I'm older too, right? And you
Yeah.
have all the confidence. It's not like you're a kid. You're like, woo, you run off because
Well, kids don't have any fear. Like they
I know,
don't have any. They haven't learned inhibitions yet, so they just
but they
go.
have consequences yet. If they live at home, they don't have to worry about paying a mortgage and a car lease. And
Yeah.
There's just something about jumping into deep fucking water from way up high into like a cement fucking pond that just doesn't sit right with my brain for some reason. My body's like, no, we don't need to do that. It's unnecessary.
No. Oh, we just watched one of those movies where they're running off the like 18 to like a really high apartment building into a pool. And like, does that really work? Because I always get scared. If you're jumping off, what if the pool's not close enough to the building?
Thank you.
What if you just like smack and hit? You're like 2 inches away. I don't know.
Yeah, I think I saw way too many water safety videos as a kid because unless it's an accident, the water can't be touching my head first. I have to go in feet first.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that makes sense. Like a pool's fine.
We used to get the annual sit down and have to watch a mandatory hour-long water
Hour.
video.
Ugh.
Yeah, but see, you learned something there.
What the?
Oh, and I did learn like those things that you just pick up along the way was the when you put on a life jacket, make sure it's not attached to anything.
Yeah.
You're going down with the boat if the life jacket's stuck to it.
Yeah.
Okay, I like that one. That's the one that sticks. Oh, it's still snoring.
Is he? I can't hear him.
Oh, he did. He's a little quieter now, but once in a while. So yeah, that's why. If when we were sleeping in the same room, I'd be like just about asleep, and all of a sudden, it's like, oh, nope. So sleep's important. I know a couple more people now that sleep in separate rooms because they just will kill each other.
I have to.
Oh yeah.
Oh. I have to. Well, he talks in his sleep too.
Oh, that too. Sometimes that's funny though, but then you wake up because you're trying to understand what he's saying.
He's the noisiest sleeper I've ever met. It's like, I can't do this. I can't.
I think it's
I
funny.
can't. I need like dead silence when I'm sleeping. Nothing but the sound of the wood stove and the wind blowing.
That's nice.
It's fucking noisy. Man.
Are we noisy?
Like Rogue was like really tired a few days ago because he plowed for 12 hours and it was the first time I ever heard him snore. And I was like, it was a very light snore. And I was like, damn, I can't sleep. He's barely even snoring.
Oh, Kitty, you don't
There
want
we go. Oh, I'm in the dark.
Yeah, it's dark.
Oh, there we go.
There we go.
Huh?
Hooray!
It's okay.
Oh,
Yep.
Now you can see.
yeah.
Just these glasses in the dark.
There we go. Oh no, it's okay, babe. Just let it charge. It's fine.
Yeah, fine.
Oh,
There you go.
Jackery. Why don't we put on that light?
Oh, my
Why don't we
God.
put on that light with the Jackery? The big light. I'm not gonna be on for too much longer. It's just weird. All you can see is my glasses and my teeth.
Yeah.
Thank you. There we go.
Oh, I could have said something. Like the black guy in the blues bar playing the piano. Because one day Chris went into a bar and he goes, "Oh, where's the live music coming from?" He couldn't see anybody. And then the guy in the back smiled, and all I could see was
His teeth.
It's true. It's not really racist, but he was playing good music.
It's true. It is what it is. Like,
It is. I know, but I see. I
That's
gotta
funny.
stop. Oh, it is. It was funny. But yeah, he was playing good. I think it was even just like a synthesizer. It wasn't even a real piano. But hey, you got to appreciate good music when you hear it.
mm-hmm.
That'd be fun for us to, well, not me, but those who play instruments and can sing. We should have like a jam night.
Yeah, that would be cool.
Yeah, no, Tom's been trying to plan it a lot. So he's just
Yeah?
trying to
I
get
like
all the
Harry.
people together.
Okay.
Good night.
Okay, yeah. I was referring to an earlier
Night.
comment, so I misunderstood that completely. So, but all this time sleep has made me think about work in the morning. Well, good night. It's nice that you joined us. Yeah, that friggin' works. It's always harder. Like the day after a long weekend or a Monday, it's just sucks the life out of you for when you get home. It always seems like a longer day.
Mm-hmm.
Tat, now what are you doing? Jesus. But yeah, yeah, have some events up coming. And how are your ducks there, Amber?
Oh, they're so much fun.
Yeah. What are they doing?
They're in bed now. But yeah, they were out like all weekend, of course, being the long weekend. I stayed home most of it, and
Nice.
having their swim and hunting the bugs and eating the grass. Weeding the garden. They're great.
Mm-hmm.
So when they
So fun.
bugs, is that in the water or is like both in the water and like around?
Yeah, both.
Mhm.
They hunt. They'll nuzzle like through the dirt and in the grass and under the weeds and looking around and under stuff and catching like
They'll
bugs
snap
out of the air
mosquitoes.
and
Yeah.
yeah, totally.
Yeah.
I never even thought of that with ducks. Ah,
My ducks
they're
don't go in
awesome.
water though. They're land ducks, the runner
Right.
ducks. They don't like to go in the water.
Yeah, ours just love it.
Yeah. I set
I
up
did
like
a
a
little bit of
pool and everything for them, and they're like, no.
no.
I'm just gonna let this
Yeah,
cat.
Like one does because she's a white crested, so she'll go in, but the others don't.
Yeah, I've got one that anytime I'm out in the garden like weeding, she's like literally right there, like, oh, there's a worm. Oh, there's a worm. Like
Yeah. Oh yeah.
so she'll like watch me too, if I'm like off like somewhere else and like, she's like on a good little spot and I'll find a like, slug or something, like toss it her way. She's like, yep, like
That's
eating
what
that.
ducks are amazing for, is the garden, because they don't totally fucking destroy it. Like once it's grown up a
Exactly.
bit.
Yeah, they
And
don't
they
like
take
scratch.
all the snails and stuff off of the plants and stop them from eating it.
Yeah.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
Nice.
Oh,
Chickens though, that's a different fucking story. Keep the chickens out of the garden. They will destroy everything.
sounds like
Ducks
they
are
would.
picky.
So asshole cat. I open the door. He looks at me. I shut the door. Then he walks over the door and wants me to open it again.
Shitty.
Shitty kitty. Jesus.
Oh,
Yeah, just wants to be
asshole. My
doted
dog's like
on,
that.
right?
Yeah, because if I don't, then he runs up the stairs and he jumps off the counter, and then he'll run around the couch. And if you don't let him out, he's just an asshole cat.
We got a question. What breed of ducks do you have?
Who?
Me?
Yes,
I don't know. It's a question in the chat. What breed of ducks do you
I
have?
know that
So-
duck, so it's not me.
I've got Muscovies,
Foreigner.
so they're
I've
nice and
got
quiet.
runners and one white crested duck, and they're not quiet.
They're not quiet.
No, they're fucking loud. All day.
Chit chatting all day.
Yeah. Sounds like they're screaming for their lives, actually. It's startling when I hear it. I'm like, what's going on?
Now, do they start in the
Especially
morning?
when they're brooding, man. You ever see a broody duck, man? Holy might. When my white crested was broody last year, she would go out and sit in her nest, which was just past the field. She laid her nest and made like a little fort around it. In the morning time, man, she would come to the front door like screaming at us for food.
Really?
Yeah.
One day we were walking along
Because
the
they're in
beach.
such a rush to eat, and they know that you're the one with the food because they want to eat. They're hungry and they want to get back to sitting on their nest. But
Yeah.
did you? And yes, my chickens. A few of them are laying, but it was like minus 24 last night, so it's still like cold, and the weather's been so fucked. So
Yeah. No.
and like we're like it's like old school like chicken raising here. Like we don't have lights in there or like heat or anything, right? So
I don't know.
they come outside in the day though. We put hay for them outside the coop, and they come out, and if it's not too cold.
Well, it's wintertime. We're used to it.
Yeah.
I didn't realize ducks were so much fun.
Oh yeah,
Mhm.
they're just so funny.
So
They're
is
more
it-
work though, I find, than chickens, but they're worth it. Like wintertime, they can't eat snow like chickens, so you have to like their water freezes every night, so you have to like bring them fresh water every day and stuff. That's the only thing.
Oh, I saw someone use like an old crock pot and put it
Yeah.
in and let that keep the water at least not
Yeah.
frozen for the ducks.
That's if you've got electricity out there.
True that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you got to run electricity and stuff.
It's not
And then you got to
winter.
be really careful with your like, cord that it's not getting wet and, sending like shockwaves through the snow and, through the ground.
Yeah, that's why like I don't like doing any of that because like
No.
one spark and all that fucking hay, man, is just like
Yeah.
up in smoke,
Gone.
and then there
You
goes
gotta be
all my
really-
birds, and I'm sad.
Really careful. It can be dangerous
They can
getting
survive.
electricity out
No,
there.
bad idea.
Yeah.
Ducks, as long as they have dry hay, because they sleep on the ground, they don't roost like chickens, right? So as long as they have dry hay and the hay is built up and like you have a good door and vapor barrier and stuff on your coop, they'll be fine.
My Muscovies roost. They're like billy goats.
Oh,
They
yeah?
love to get
Oh,
yeah,
yeah?
they love to be up high on stuff. Like
Yeah.
we didn't clip
Yeah,
their
see, like-
wings. We wanted them to have like, get up off the ground for any ground predators. And they'll like
Yeah.
fly right up onto their coop and like sun themselves
wow.
if the sun is shining up there. They're hilarious.
Yeah, I guess some domesticated ducks do fly and stuff like that. My ducks, like I said, they don't. That's why they're called runner ducks. They just
Yeah.
run. Their wings are like tiny, like they couldn't fly.
Yeah,
And they're big.
Muscovies coming from like a wilder breed.
Yeah.
They're actually like in the wild, they would like roost in the trees because it's safer, right? So
Oh wow!
So do you know what? I'm gonna probably know. Muskies are the best ducks. I hope.
yeah,
they
they're
do.
awesome.
Are they? Did they say that too wrong? So
Are
what,
they
what,
dual
color
color?
are they? What color are those ducks? Are they like?
I've got a mix. We've got some like black and white pied, and then we've got a gray. They call them like blue, and then we got a white one with a couple gray patches. None of them are like. Well, I guess the pied is like true to that color, but the white and the gray are kind of like marbled, if you will. They're not like a true like show color
No.
by any means.
Yeah.
So you're not gonna get a.
And our Drake is white. When he was younger, he had like just a little white black patch on his head.
Yeah.
But now it's almost gone. There's like maybe just like a sliver of black on his head.
Cute.
And he gets so dirty. Oh my gosh. Like once those white feathers are dirty, like they're never going to be perfectly white again until he grows new ones in. Like he looks off white all the time. Even after a bath. Like he's just so dirty.
Yeah. Their ducks are dirty. They make a
Yeah.
muck out of everything. They love slipping and sliding in mud. They do it for fun.
Mhm.
We got some more questions about ducks here, which I can't answer. What happened to need to dock their wings? And runners are prolific layers, and how are the Muscovies?
Muscovies.
Muscovies.
How many eggs do you get a year per duck?
Well, ours just started laying, and actually only like their two newest ones. They're all of them females. Well, even our Drake, they're only about like 7 going on 8 months.
Yeah.
So they're still pretty young. They're just kind of coming into it, especially being winter. So we're at the moment we're only getting 1 egg a day, but eventually we'll be getting like 5, hopefully.
Wow.
And I think the Muscovies are around like 260, 280 per year. Generally, like they're pretty decent
I bet.
Yeah.
producers.
Nice.
So
Yeah. I think the runners are like 2 to 250 or something like that is what
Yeah.
it is per year. Yeah.
Is there a big
Somewhere
difference
in
in
there.
flavor between a duck egg and a chicken egg?
oh yeah,
Yeah,
Really?
it's a stronger flavor, and the white is like thicker. Like it's a much denser egg.
yeah, it's like more mucusy. I feel like
Yeah.
coming out of the egg.
Less
Generally, generally the yolks are way bigger. And
Yeah.
the first couple of duck eggs we had, like they were almost like creamy, like just
Ooh.
Oh yeah.
just different.
Very good for baking because they get like extra fluffy there and stuff.
Oh, okay. But Ben says chicken eggs taste better. But
Yeah.
if
I don't like
To each
eating
their
duck
own.
eggs like a fried egg. I don't.
I do. Like over easy.
yeah?
Oh, they were so bloody good.
really,
Oh,
Like it's not terrible, but like I just prefer my chicken to eat my chicken eggs like that, and then the duck eggs I use like for baking or whatever, and really good for breading too. The duck eggs if you're like making an egg wash. Yeah.
okay. Now, is it the duck eggs people can eat if they can't eat chicken eggs? Because I know some. I don't know.
I'm not sure about that.
No.
I don't know. Minus 24 and you're
I
wearing
think they have
shorts?
like mostly
Yeah,
like the
but it's
same
like-
nutrients, just more. You know, like
Yeah.
And people who are allergic to chicken eggs, like a lot of them can eat duck eggs still.
Yeah. That's what I thought.
And yes, I'm wearing shorts because like I didn't have any comfy pants that are clean to put on, and I didn't want to wear my full-on jeans, so now I'm wearing jean shorts. And when I'm off of this, I'm not gonna be wearing any shorts because it's time to relax.
time to get naked.
Yes. I
Yeah.
need to like an hour or 2 hours where I can just like when the kids are sleeping and everything, where I can just like be in my underwear and like a hoodie.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I'll be doing that soon too. Get the pajamas
And I got
on.
some nice new mom underwear today. Not nice, but mom underwear. You know, I got
Yeah.
a 10-pack. They're like clean, really clean.
Wonderful.
comfortable.
New underwear is
Yeah.
great. It's like new
Yes.
socks.
it's the best thing. Yes.
You don't appreciate those kind of gifts until you're older.
My
Right.
dog chewed her way
Right?
through every pair of underwear I had. So
No.
Yeah. It's good.
I
Yeah.
think-
I need like a
I got a
with
big bag
locking
of wool
lid just
socks for my
baby
brother
underwear.
today. It's awesome.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, he was my dad moved into his parents' house, like my grandparents' house after my grandpa passed. And it's like taken him a while to like finally go through like everything, I guess.
It would take time.
And so we like found an extra drawer of like a whole bunch of wool socks that were my grandma's and set them aside for me. And my brother was passing through town, came for a visit. So he brought me, he's like, if you don't want them, just toss them out. I was like, no, those are like gold. Like, thank you, please. Like,
Right?
I love me my
Yeah.
wool socks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's great. When my cousin's
Bring
grandma,
on the hand-me-downs.
yeah, she said she took bed sheets. She's like, bed sheets are fine.
Yeah.
You know, there's, what do you
Especially if it's family, like you know, they didn't have anything weird going on.
No.
Yeah.
And it's like a piece of your family, so it's like a, you know.
Totally.
If you're worried about it, just boil it.
Yeah,
Right?
exactly.
But you know, it's coming from grandma's house, so it's fine.
Yeah.
I still don't trust buying furniture online. I can't do it.
No.
No,
No.
not unless you know the person.
Yeah. And you've already been in their house.
Mhm.
Yeah, and you've been in their house and know how they live.
But sometimes, you know, when you're starting out, it's like, well, I have this couch, but I have a dog. But at some point, it's like, you know what? That couch is better than no couch at all.
Yeah, I think our now love seat we got for like $200 from a pet-free, smoke-free home. The lady was gonna like reupholster it, but never really got around to it, and
Yeah.
it's kind of a bad idea. It's like white, and we have animals, so it's like super dirty all the time. Like, you know, usually it's got a blanket on it. But again, it's just like $200. Like, I don't really care if it gets wrecked. Like, you know,
Yeah.
if we get, you know, 5 years out of it, awesome. Like,
Perfect.
Mhm.
Is it
and it's small enough that it actually fits in here, which is like a problem.
Is it comfortable?
It is actually pretty comfortable.
Oh, there you go.
It's great.
It's the dog.
Rogue and I bought
Straddle,
this
so,
like
you know.
we bought this leather like reclining couch when I was pregnant with my daughter because he wanted me to have like somewhere I could like recline and relax. But then this thing just turned into like the laundry and stuff gatherer. And then I was like, you know what? Let's just put this in the boys' room. So now the boys have like a loft bed and then another bed and the fucking reclining leather couch in their room.
Ah. Well, they must love it in there then.
Oh, they love it. Yeah, my daughter loves it too. They like, I'm on the couch, I'm on the bed.
Yeah.
We'll
that's
build them like this awesome loft bed with like wood stairs, and we stained it with like unicorn spit and stuff. It's pretty cool in there.
It's sweet.
That's
Nice.
good for a lot. You know, when you have to jump from the furniture so you can't step on the carpet.
Yeah.
Love it.
The lava game.
I'm like a dummy, and when he was building that, I was like, "Are you sure it's gonna hold if they're horsing around up there?" And he's like, "Babe, there's like a dozen deck screws in each side of this. There's no way it's coming."
Yeah, it's not going anywhere.
That's
Yeah.
Yeah. And then he got up there and like showed me and was like trying to make it move, and he couldn't. So,
yeah. So if he can't do it, the boys aren't going to do it.
but that's like what like women like what we think about, right? We're always like
Yeah.
thinking about, okay, in which way can the child be harmed? Because
Yeah.
we're gonna
Oh,
make it sure
totally.
that it doesn't happen. Yeah.
Well, that's preventative, right?
Yeah.
Why wait till they get hurt?
And
What
I've learned
level
to
of
like
force
trust
is it?
him like more and more. Like as time goes on, like you learn to trust people more. It's like I've not had good experiences trusting people, but now I really trust him because I see like he is just as invested in making sure things are like a good standard as I am, right? Yeah.
Sound familiar?
Sound familiar? That's just how we are, Al. Okay.
Yes, honey. Like, I don't want to do this over again, so we're doing it right the first time. We're not
Yes.
messing around here.
Oh,
The craziest like home reno job he did was my daughter was like quite young still. I think she was only like 3 or 4 months old, and we decided we were going to redo the bathroom, and he decided that he didn't want to take all of the fucking hemlock or whatever boards that he'd put up off the wall. So he's like, I'm just going to sand them while they're on the wall. And I was like, once it started happening, I was like, this was a terrible fucking idea. And he had to use the screw gun constantly too to do other things. And my daughter hated the sound of the screw gun. And now
no.
she is like, she still hates it to this day and will like cry. When she hears the screw go into the wall, she hates that. Other than that, though, it's pretty good. I've been pretty good.
There's a lot to keep in a house going,
Yeah.
Mhm.
you know. And
Well, we had to redo the bathroom a little bit. Like the tub wasn't in the greatest spot, and he thought of a better design for the frame of the tub. And
oh, nice. Well, that's
Yeah.
exciting.
yeah, and we put in new floor then too. This was like it's quite a while ago, like a year or more ago. But yeah, it was good, and now I love my bathroom. It's a nice little bathroom.
It's happy to enjoy your home. My cousin built
It's
her.
quite a feat to have like a fully functioning bathroom when you're off grid. Like when I first met Rogan came out here, he did not have a fully functioning bathroom, and he like bathed in a pot and stuff like that. And I couldn't handle it. I was like,
What
"That's
is the
huge."
bachelor?
Yeah. But now it's like we have like the full bathtub, the hot water heater, everything. Like instant hot water heater, propane. It's pretty awesome. I paid
Oh,
like
that's
by the
nice.
time everything is said and done, I paid like $1,800 for it. And
But
yeah.
it's the flash heat, so you're not wasting the tank and hydro.
Yeah, it's got like copper pipe in it and stuff. So it's an Instamatic motherfucker.
Wonderful. And it doesn't take
Yeah.
as much space, does it?
No, like I'll show you how fucking small it is. Tiny.
Oh,
Once everything was said and done, yeah, after tax.
yeah. Oh, fucking tax.
Oh, it's dark in here. Shit.
What is a
Maybe-
jackery?
I have what's that?
What is a jackery? Alan wants to.
A jackery?
Apparently, he wants one. I don't even know what the heck it is. Like, what is that
So a
jackery
jackery
thing?
is like it's a thing. It has batteries inside of it, and you can charge it using solar. You can charge it using your gas generator. Like you can charge it from your car. All this kind of stuff,
just
and
like
then
a-
you can
like a battery
it has,
bank?
like yeah, it's a battery bank basically, and it's got like a fan on it and everything. Like ours has a light on it, and like you can plug USB into it and stuff. And
Sweet.
also, it's got the like AC/DC, like everything there. Yeah,
Right on.
it's we paid $900 for ours, and honestly, I fucking love it. Like I'm running my kitchen light off of it right now. That big bright fucking light. Rogue's running his computer off of it. I'm charging my vape. I'm about to plug in my phone. Like it works pretty good.
Sweet.
And we could run like it could run our like we have a half size freezer, and like if we only ran that, like we could run like the half size freezer and then still charge stuff at the same time. So lights are like nothing to
Right
run
on.
on it. Yeah. I would definitely like highly suggest getting it. We got ours at Costco.
Ben's asking you here.
Saves on gas, man.
Did you get your solar panels connected to it?
In the summertime, we do charge on the solar panels, but regardless
Winter.
of that, like we charge it every night when we run the generator.
Okay.
So we run the house, and as we run the house at night on the generator, the Jackery charges,
That's
and then
sweet.
we use it during the day. And like I'm using it right now, so it's pretty awesome.
Nice.
So much learning.
What is the wattage on our Jackery?
Sorry, what's that?
The wattage on the Jackery?
Easy 1,000 watt.
Yeah. So he says easy 1,000 watts, and we paid $900 for it. So it's like
Where did you
less
get
than
it?
Nice.
Costco.
Oh yeah, Costco. Sorry. Really? You can get? Wow.
They came out with these like over a decade ago, and then I guess what was happening is a lot of them were like catching on fire, right? Which is often the problem with batteries.
Yeah.
Especially when they are not getting like cooled and stuff like that. But they upgraded the technology, like they made the technology better, so now they're back, and we've never had a problem with ours like overheating anyway. Like the fan turns on like every 15-20 minutes or something like that.
Cool.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, that's good to know. There's a lot to know when you're out there.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I feel spoiled in the city.
That's because we are.
I know. Born and raised in the city.
Well, you got to think of it this way, right? Like you got to choose like your hard. That's how
Yeah.
I think of it. Like
Yeah.
it's hard to be in the city for a lot of reasons. Like I'm not exposed to Jeets, like, but maybe once or twice a month. Okay. Like I don't ever even have people driving by my house.
Mhm.
Right.
Yeah.
And stuff
That's
like that.
awesome.
And like,
That's
there's a lot of things that I don't have to deal with, but I have to deal with a whole bunch of other things, like the realization that yes, I'm out here with my family, but like I have a huge responsibility, like both Rogue and I, right, to make sure everything is extra good and going well and stuff like that. And when you're in the city, it's a little bit easier, right? Like you have your neighbors right there and stuff. And we have neighbors here too, but it's not the
Oh,
same,
yeah.
right?
No, it's
They're
not.
all in the same boat as we are.
Yep.
So
Yeah, we have some
Yeah.
luxuries, and we pay for it.
Yeah.
yeah, exactly.
financially, and like putting up with the shit. But you know, I love it. You know, as much as you know your cursed city life, it's still the connections are good.
Oh, I
Oh,
hate it.
yeah.
Like in this area, like you know, like they do call it the Gordon Horseshoe because there is a lot here. You know, we got farms, we got the highways, and we got people.
I have to say though, Sarah, Aurelia sucks.
It does.
So fucking bad.
It sucks everything horribly. I hate it.
I find that like that area and even Muskoka is getting so bad. Like when I lived in Bracebridge, I was like, oh yeah, I'm just gonna live in quiet little fucking Bracebridge. And then like the building I lived in, which was right downtown, ended up being fucking terrible. Like everyone that was in there was like on fucking fentanyl. And then a week after I left there, in the basement below me, someone got arrested. My neighbor got arrested for having a fucking handgun and fentanyl in her fucking apartment right below where like I'm sleeping.
That's crazy.
Yeah, and I'm like tiny little nice Muskoka Bracebridge, but that's the truth of it. Those are the people that like actually live there that aren't the cottagers, right? They do everything to make it like for the cottagers, and they don't do enough for the people that live there.
Yep. It's
That town,
really horrible.
there's so much
everywhere.
fucking crazy shit in that town. I'm not even gonna get into it on here because
There's a lot of it. So it's like, how far north do you have to run? Not run, but to, you know, to get your piece of heaven. Your slice.
well, it's
of
not even how far north; it's how far outside the city limits do you have
Yeah.
to get? Because
Okay.
all areas, even Muskoka, like I lived off grid in Muskoka as well before I came up here to live with Rogue, and like I had quite a bit of freedom there too. But once again, I was on my own and a lot of responsibility still, right?
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah, I was just lucky enough that our family has a hunting lodge out in Folliette, so we'd be able to spend our summers literally in a trailer out there.
That's awesome.
Oh, you have the best of both. Nice.
And then we also have a family cottage out on Manitoulin Island that's in the middle of 100 acres of fuck all nothing.
Nice.
Oh, that'd be
That's
nice.
awesome.
Oh,
That would be nice.
Yeah. The only downfall is it's 2 hours across the island.
Yeah.
oh.
So,
So when you're going,
Sounds like heaven.
Yeah.
It does.
That's exactly where I want to be. Like far, far away from everybody.
Yeah.
I don't care if I have no cell service as long as my children and my husband are there. So
Exactly.
that's it, right? You have what's important.
yep. Alright. So
So-
people
anyways,
go like,
ladies, I think I gotta dip off here on bag, but it was so lovely talking with y'all, and I'm
Well,
sure
it was nice
we'll all be
catching up
chatting
with
again
everybody.
soon.
Have a
Yeah.
good night.
Yeah.
Have a good night.
Good night.
good night.
Night. Oh, I do it back. I forget every other way.
Your right arm.
My right arm for backwards for pictures and things.
No, it's the right arm anyways. If you want to go back and watch Jeremy's streams, it's his right arm.
Okay. I can do that. But it's over the heart now. I thought it would have to be.
The salute comes over
Because
here.
that's like backwards, like on this
It's the
screen.
right arm.
It's so hard not to do it over the heart. But they said no, you do it the other way. But I'm like, you're so used
We just had this discussion on Island Jason's stream.
Oh, did you have it earlier? Okay.
It's just, and I do watch to see, and I will like actually physically turn myself so that I'm facing the same way Jeremy is on the TV. And I'm like, no, it's my right arm.
Yeah, okay.
It looks backwards on the screen, but
Yeah.
it's the right arm.
Yeah, it's very odd. But I think I'm gonna call it a night too. I'm getting pretty tired, and
Yeah.
one day you got to go to clients tomorrow, and which is nice to get out of the office for a bit, but it's that extra travel time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I think we're just gonna like watch a movie.
Right on.
All right.
Have a quiet night.
Talking to everybody, thanks for coming on.
Thanks for having us.
Thanks for having us. It was
And
good seeing you ladies again.
it's nice seeing you.
Yeah.
Good night, everybody in the chat. Sorry,
Night. Night, everyone.
everyone.
Hey.
Night. Okay, it's gonna end.